Thank you, Sammy. Chad Outlaw Jr. Estes, along with Brent Preacher Man Frigel and Lady Diana Estes. We're here live from Kelly Field, getting ready for a Big 8 matchup between the Nevada Tigers and the hometown Aurora Hound Dogs. The Hound Dog pregame is brought to you by MFA in Aurora, where they have just about everything for the farm. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 and 8 to noon on Saturday. Stop by 1104 East Church Street. That's MFA in Aurora. And yes, it is time now for the Hound Dog pregame show, Brent. And as we are back home in Aurora, week 2, I got to brag. Kelly Field looks plush and beautiful tonight.
It does. I walked out there earlier to talk to one of the coaches, and
how's it feel?
Kelly Field feels really good. I mean, it's a lot different from when we played back in the early 90s.
Sure.
The group that takes care of this field has done an outstanding job.
Boy, we do look forward to a good game tonight. As last week, Nevada did defeat Monette at Nevada, 44-22, and then, whoo, what a ball game we got to witness last week as the Battle of the Bell Bowl once again in Mount Vernon, Missouri, and Aurora gave Mount Vernon everything and more. Gave them some fits, and it was 7-0 in the first quarter. Hound Dogs 7-0 at halftime. Mount Vernon, and then the Hound Dogs cracked one across in the third quarter. Went for a 2-point conversion, no good, and the game ended up 7-6. Had some opportunities, but still looking for that barometer. But after week 1, Brant, confidence has to be high for the Hound Dogs coming back home to Aurora, Missouri in Kelly Field.
Yeah, I saw a lot of disappointed faces out there on some of the kids that played last week. But I tell you what, Coach Pitts, he wanted to win, but he was proud of his group last week. And I've had some people say, man, that sounds like a boring game, 7-6. But they're not football fans.
No.
Because that game had everything you want. Maybe not the high score. Everybody wants the high-scoring games. But that game was physical. It was played physical offensively and defensively. And those two teams went at it for 4 quarters, Chad. It was a great game.
Yeah, I said it, and I stand by it. Mount Vernon, I don't think they stole that Bell Bowl trophy, but I do believe in my heart of hearts that they escaped with that Bell Bowl trophy, and they were very fortunate. Not to overlook the Hound Dogs. We've talked about that rivalry. Doesn't matter what the records are, even though it was a rarity for it being the first game of the season. Talking to a lot of Hound Dog former players and even coaches, a lot of time, I'm not going to say unprecedented, but very few times do those teams play the first game of the year. But it was a good game, but 0-1 in the conference to start off. So before we go any further, the Apple and Google phone app sponsor is Mercy Hospital. Mercy Hospital of Aurora, where your life is their life's work. Mercy Hospital of Aurora, where quality care matters. And Brant, we want to let folks know about the KSWM app. There's a lot of different avenues for the folks that are afar or can't make it tonight, so we'll let them know to share it as well. Keep KSWM with you wherever you go. Take your phone app with you to the game, day or night, or on the road for local coverage of high school sports and local news. You will find the KSWM app in the Apple and Google Play app stores. You can also go to AuroraWebTV.com to watch it live or archived later. And we always try to let folks know on the KSWM Facebook page as well. You can also go to RadioTalon.com or YouTube and search Aurora Web TV as well. I know we had a lot of folks that weren't there at the game last week that were listening or watching afar, so share that with you. But share that with the folks. But once again, the Apple and Google phone app sponsor is Mercy Hospital of Aurora, where quality care matters. Okay, Keys to Victory, Brant. Keys to Victory is brought to you by Thunder Bay Car Wash on Elliott Avenue in Aurora, Missouri. A clean car is a happy car, and every day is Thunder Bay Day down at Talon Media. And what do you have for me on some of the Keys to Victory so the Hounds can try to even up this early record in the season at 1-1?
Well, I tell you today, Chad, it's going to be another tall task. We talked last week about this Big 8 schedule. I don't see a bye week on there. Every game is going to be a tough game.
No layups.
Have to fight for it. So tonight, offensively, I think the MO is going to be the same all year. You got to feed those big boys, cut, birth, and hunt, and you got to take your shots when you can. We saw Creasy, the sophomore quarterback, last week. He has a pretty good arm. He throws the ball really well. He was one play away with that 30-yard pass down there to Braden Allen.
Penalty.
Just a penalty, brought it back. So he has the arm. So tonight, I think we have to continue to feed the big boys, clock control, But I also think we need to loosen it up, and let's see what Creasy can do in the passing game. And we need to pass on something other than 3rd and long. I think we need to take a shot on 1st down and 2nd down.
I agree. And last week, he did have one turnover. It was an interception in traffic, tipped. But other than that, for the sophomore to go to the rival town 12 miles north and to not put it on the ground, even the first play of the game, Brand, on offense, he had his helmet knocked off by Dotson, an all-conference linebacker as well. But I thought he played well. Managed the game as good as he could for a sophomore, and they may let the reins loose a little bit tonight.
I think so.
After getting that first game jitters, so to speak, out of the way, and being at Kelly Field here in Aurora, just got knocked off. Okay, so. Folks, so we got knocked off the air, but we are at the Clark Center press box right here at Kelly Field. Clark Center has offices in Dade, Berry, and Lawrence counties. Go to www.clarkmentalhealth.com to find the phone number for services in your area. Clark Community Mental Health Center, moving forward, improving lives and communities through compassion and care. And Brad, we were talking about the keys to victory, and let's go over some other keys to victory tonight, because there is 3 phases to the game.
Yeah, defensively, that's where I think I was most impressed with the Hound Dogs last week. Our bend but don't break defense, we were physical. Our D-backs were disciplined. I think this week, Chad, that we are up against even more physical Nevada Tiger team.
Class 4.
Class 4. They got a bunch of big kids. Where we have 12 physical kids, they probably have 24, 30 because their numbers are just more. So our guys are going to have to be physical.
More enrollment in their school.
Absolutely. So we're going to have to, I think, commit to stopping the run tonight because these guys are a big run team. And I think we have to put our DBs, which responded well last week, just out on an island by themselves. They're going to have to stay disciplined in their coverage. Special team. Guess what? The Bigfoot's back.
Bigfoot's back.
Eduardo Castillo, he was out there kicking field goals from the 25-yard line today, Chad, making them with ease, sending them all the way to the track here on the south side. So I think that may come into play. Yeah.
That's good to know, especially in a one-point loss to a rival last week.
Yeah.
That could have played into our favor, but Eddie Castillo, Eduardo, is back. Seen him in pre-games, and hopefully that leg will stay upright for him. But, yes, that is a big key. And also, last week I remember talking in the postgame, Jaden Carpenter.
Yeah.
He had 4 punts, but he had an average of around 40, I think. He had the 50-some yard, but he can also flip the field for the Hound Dogs also in moving from offense to defense.
And we got to remember kickoff coverage because last week that's how Nevada opened the season with a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Against Monette. People might not be aware of that. That's how Nevada started their season. 12 seconds into the season, Nevada already had the lead over the Monette Cubs. So, yes, a kickoff coverage will be very important as well. Once again, the keys to victory brought to you by Thunder Bay Car Wash. Every day is Thunder Bay Day at Talon Media, and we have a lot of local sponsors, folks. So when you do hear some of these sponsors and you are out in Barry and Lawrence County, please let them know that you appreciate them bringing you Hound Dog football, because we could not do it without folks as well jumping in to sponsor these local games. And we're looking forward to a good game tonight. It looks like 15 plus minutes on the clock, Brant. And before we take our first break, we do want to talk about it's a little different up here in the press box, partner, this year. As a couple months ago, on July 4th, we lost Bill Baker, a longtime PA announcer for the Aurora Hound Dogs. And Bill was always positive, always good to see him always, and he will be missed. And I believe his family's going to be here tonight, some of his family here tonight, and Chief Coatney for the AMPD is going to say a little piece as well about Bill and his family. But man, I'm just looking over on the other side of the wall. Bill will be missed.
He will. Bill's been a long-time Hound Dog. His wife was our school teacher.
His wife was our freshman English teacher, Jane.
We went to school with his kids, and Bill's always been a big part of this community. And every now and then, Bill would try to get us to go get his roster for him.
Yeah,
but we did it because we just
I'll miss doing that. But we love Bill Baker, and he will be missed, and we will be thinking of him not only throughout this broadcast, but throughout the season, as we have 5 chances to have home games as well tonight. So it looks like we're getting ready for the national anthem, maybe. The national anthem is brought to you by King's Auto Service. King's Auto Service is locally owned and a proud Hound Dog alumni. King's Auto Service is your local import and domestic specialist. Give them a call today at 417-678-5454. Hound Dog Marching Band once again playing the national anthem. The national anthem was brought to you by King's Auto Service, where they're locally owned and a proud Hound Dog alumni. A lot of Hound Dog alumni in this broadcast tonight. King's Auto Service is your local import and domestic specialist. Give them a call today at 417-678-5454. Getting ready to hear the old Hound Dog song, Brant, and that's another way to prove that we are home. I always love hearing this song. But a lot going on, but we'll go ahead and give the field condition report as well before we take a break. Brought to you by Heritage Tractor. They're your local John Deere dealer with various locations in the area. It's a great time of year to buy a tractor. Stop in for great deals and low financing. And we were talking about earlier, the field looks great, Brant. Last week we were delayed a little bit to start the game, and this beautiful night, but I don't even see a cloud in the sky, brother, maybe in the background. But give me your field condition report.
Well, right now it's 77 degrees. Before this thing's over, we should get around 68, 65, so it's going to be a little cool, but I guarantee the boys aren't going to feel it out there on the field. There is a slight wind blowing to the south, around 14 miles an hour. You can see Old Glory blowing out there towards the south end zone. But still, nothing to worry about. Beautiful night. The stadium's getting packed right now. Fans are rolling in. It's like Dorothy said, no place like home.
That's right, brother. I see so many familiar faces. Like I said, being in Mount Vernon last week, we knew some folk over there as well. But tonight, they are still filing in. Just over 11 minutes on the clock. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, pay respect to some of these local sponsors. Once again, you're listening to Hound Dog Football right here on KSWM AM 940. speech for those that couldn't make it tonight. That was excellent. So we're getting ready with the starting lineups. As the Hound Dogs not on the field yet. Nevada just came out. But once again, the starting lineups are brought to you by AFB International. Go to afbinternational.com/careers and start your next career today. So I'll give the offense, and then Brant will give the Aurora defense. So starting out for the Aurora offense, here come those Hound Dogs with the red and black and the Aurora pride flag as well. Okay, for the Aurora offense, number 72, left tackle, Gabe Van Oat, 6'3", 205, sophomore. Number 67, left guard, Colton Wrinkle, listed at 6'1", 260. He's a senior. The big fella, center, Clay Klein, number 76, 6 foot, listed at 300. He's a senior as well. And then number 77, the right guard, Levi Garrett, listed at 6'5", 240. And then Lucas Hadlow, number 54, right tackle, 6 foot, 215-pound senior. Tight end, number 16, Jaden Carpenter, listed at 6 foot, 230-pound senior. And then number 4, wide receiver, Clayton Hadamio, listed at 5'9", 150. Deuce, number 2, the ball hawk, Braden Allen, wide receiver, listed at 5'8", 150-pound junior. Fullback, number 42, Jansen Hunt. He'll get the ball, but he'll be blocking a lot. Listed at 6 foot, 200 pounds. And number 33, tailback, Matthew Cutbirth, listed at 5'10", 205. I'm going to take the over on that. Yes. And then number 15, QB number 1, Sean Creasy, listed at 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. And once again, that offense was brought to you by AFB. The starting lineup for the offense was brought to you by AFB International. Go to afbinternational.com/careers and start your next career today. And Brett will have the starting defense for the Hound Dogs.
All right, now time for the wrecking crew, the Aurora defense. Anchoring that at defensive end, number 42, senior Jansen Hunt, 6 foot, 200 pounds. In the middle there is big defensive tackle Lucas Hadlow, number 54, 6 foot, 15-pound senior. At the other end, defensive end, number 16, Jaden Carpenter, 6 foot, 230-pound senior. Outside linebacker, number 9, L.J. Beck, 5'10", 160-pound junior. Inside linebacker, Cooper Weeder, number 30, 5'9", 145-pound sophomore. Other linebacker, anchoring the linebacker crew is senior Matthew Cutbirth, number 33, 5'10", 205. Like I said, we're taking the over. Outside linebacker, another sophomore, number 20, Brennan Diaz, 5'9", 170 pounds. At free safety, we got the hammer, Tom Laura, number 10, 6 foot, 160-pound junior. Came up nicely last week, laid some big hits on Dodson and crew. At the strong safety, number 2, the ball hawk again, Braden Allen, 5'8", 150-pound junior. Cornerback out there is Brody Seitz, number 1, 5'8", 150-pound senior. And the other cornerback, number 4, Clayton Hadamio, 5'9", 150-pound senior.
Thank you, Brant. So that was the starting offense and defense for the Hound Dogs. And that now the captains for both teams are going out. And that means Brant's going to keep an eye out. But the coin toss. The coin toss is brought to you by Heritage Tractor, your local John Deere dealer. They offer new and used equipment for your backyard, farm, or ranch, with equipment ranging from construction and compact utility tractors to mowers and recreational vehicles. They work hard to find the right products for you. Stop by or visit heritagetractor.com. It looks like under 2 minutes on the clock. You have been listening to the pregame show brought to you by MFA Oil, and we're not far from the coin toss here, but the MFA in Aurora is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 and 8 to noon on Saturday. Stop by 1104 East Church Street. That's MFA in Aurora. And now we are not far from the coin toss here. Brant looks like number 15 for the Hound Dogs, which is Sean Creasy. Number 54, Lucas Hadlow, the big fella. Levi Garrett and Matthew Cutbirth are the 4 captains for the Hound Dogs. Hound Dogs coming out tonight at home, first home game of the year. Black pants and red jerseys with black numbers with white border on them. All right, partner, what do you got?
All right, the Tigers won the coin toss. They're going to defer to the second half, so Hound Dogs will be receiving. They did choose the south end of the field, so they will be going against that slight wind here in the beginning, but the strategy is we'll have the wind with us in the second and the fourth quarter. So Hound Dogs will receive to start this out. We will see Creasy and Co. start this game off.
All right, so the Hound Dogs last week, they'll flip the script. Last week, they won the coin toss and deferred for the second half. So now they are going to get the ball first here at home. And I'm just playing peekaboo outside here, Brant. Student section, what is it, a beach team tonight?
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Okay, looks like they're ready to go to the beach. But a lot of folks still filing in. They're wrapped around the track. And also, I saw lawn chairs out here at 4:30 today reserving their spot. So there's some diehard fans there as well that got their sweet spot here in that south end zone.
Yeah, they must have the inside connection. We couldn't even get in at 5:30 set up the equipment, but they're in here at 4 o'clock getting their seats.
All right, so let's see who's back for the Hounds, Brand. It looks like a Clayton Jaramillo is one of the backs. And
Brendan Diaz, number 20, the sophomore.
Okay, so number 16 for Nevada is Kellen Braden.
The quarterback.
The quarterback's also the kicker.
All right,
So
they set it up on the tee. The whistle
straight up 7 o'clock. Here it comes, and the kickoff looks like end over end, and Diaz is going to get it about the 18-yard line. He gets across the 25 to about the 28-yard line, Brant. So about a gain of 10 or so on the return. So not bad field position for the Hounds to start off here, as Creasy already has the first play, it looks like, and we are underway here live from Kelly Field in the Clark Center press box.
Yeah, Chad, just looking out there on the field, I thought the Hound Dogs were bigger than the Mountaineers last week, but that is not the case against these Tigers. Nevada has a pretty big team. That doesn't always translate in the game, but there is some size difference.
Two receivers to the right, shotgun formation for Creasy. Now he does audible, come back under center, and the run out of the eye, and second man through is Cutbirth, and he's met. They said he started on the 29 and maybe no gain on the play, Brandon. He did not get to the 30. So
yeah, I didn't see who made that tackle, but they stood up that left side of the Hound Dog offense. And there was nothing there for Cutbirth.
They did. So that's second and 10 from the 29-yard line. And once again, the first quarter brought to you by Ozark Business Services. They are located at 103 East Church Street. Give them a call, 417-440-4405. Man in motion, Jaramillo, and they hand it off to Cutbirth again. This time he gets maybe one on the right side there. Not much room. Possible passing down here for the Hound Dogs coming up with a 3rd and 8. So they did give him two on the play.
What I'm noticing here, Chad, man, they are stacking that box. We're not fooling anybody. They kind of know our MO. And so far, man, the Nevada Tigers are flowing to the football, and they are playing fast. Maybe Coach will hit them with some misdirection here coming up because they are just all-out fire right now.
We haven't commented either, but Cutbirth's got his ankle taped as well, so he's hobbled a little bit. So he comes off.
Diaz in the backfield right now.
And pitch to Diaz. He finds a little room across the 35 to about the 37. Let's see where he's going to be just shy, Brant.
Oh, and big decision here from Coach.
I think punt team's coming out. That was a good-looking play by Diaz, though. It was 3rd and 8 from the 31. I'm waiting to see where they spot it. Gain of 7. 4th and 1 here. Looks like a long one, maybe more like 1.5.
Yeah.
So Jaden Carpenter back to punt.
Nobody back.
Nevada has nobody back. So
they're expecting a fake here.
Let's see what the Hounds do here. There is 3 backs blocking for Carpenter. He does get the punt, and nobody back there. And it's going to bounce about the 26 and down to the 25. And Jason Rackley, the long snapper, down there to down the ball. So 1st and 10 for the Nevada Tigers on the 25-yard line. All right, so Cutbirth back out there on defense. Last year, Nevada started off the season 6-0 and ended their season at 10-2 with a loss to the eventual Class 4 champions, Kearney. So they have, looks like They have 10 starters back and 19 lettermen back for the Nevada Tigers. But
it was a big battle over there, the West, with them, or the Big 8 when it was split into 2 sections.
Them and Lamar
and Seneca. Yeah.
All right. So looks like there's a flag on the first play, and we didn't touch base on it, Brant, but they lost their 2,000-yard rusher this summer in the off season. So Cheney is no longer available. They called offsides on the Hounds. So hard count to start the game for Nevada, so that's going to give them a free 5.
Yeah, Cheney had over 2,000, one of 2 rushers in the Ozark area with over 2,000 yards. I think he had, 30-some touchdowns?
That's hard to replace.
Yeah,
but
and he would be a senior this year.
Yes.
Since he has injury, he is out.
So last week they did rush for about 400 yards against the Monette Cubs. So Tigers in shotgun formation, and somebody maybe jumped again as Nevada with another hard count to start the game. Hounds got to be disciplined here. I think dead ball encroachment on the Hound Dogs again. So
yeah, they haven't snapped the ball yet and already gained 10 yards. We got to keep our eye on that ball and stay disciplined. I know we want to get a jump off the ball, and I know nerves are probably running a little bit, but we got to relax and just do what we've been taught to do.
All right, so free 10 yards, 2 5-yard penalties for the Hounds against the defense. Receiver to the right. Shotgun formation is the quarterback. He hands it off to 23. He gets through the line, and let's see who that was. That was Will Jackson. Gets the handoff from Kellen Braden. They're going to get him 5 on the play.
Yep.
Second and 5.
Simple halfback dive out of the shotgun formation over that left side of the line.
Second and 5.
And watch that center there,
from
Chad.
the 40.
I think I've seen him lean 2 or 3 times, and that may be what Jansen Hunt was looking at and firing off. But he leaned before he snapped the ball.
Bunch formation, shotgun formation, man in motion for the Tigers, and a toss to 23, and he has some room. He gets across the 45 to about the 48, and once again, that was Will Jackson. So another first down for the Nevada Tigers. That's the second on this drive.
Yeah, I think that's what Hunt was watching. The center on Nevada leans forward every time right before he snaps the ball.
Okay.
So it should be a false start, but I don't think the officials are calling it right now.
We'll keep an eye on that moving forward here. All right, so 48-yard line, just shy of the 50 for the Tigers. Shotgun formation is Jackson. Or I'm sorry,
fumble.
Braden.
Picked it back up.
Almost a fumble, and not much there. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage there, as once again, Kellen Braden, shotgun formation, and let's see, Cutbirth coming off the bottom of the pile. We'll see that a lot moving forward, Brant.
Yeah, Cutbirth is like a missile out there. He makes one read and he's gone. He's tough to block.
All right, so 2nd and 8, right at midfield. Kelly Field looks beautiful tonight.
It does, and a good crowd here.
It is. Here comes that crowd. Shotgun formation. Once again, man in motion. Fakes the handoff. The quarterback keeps it, and he gets across the 45 to about the 43. And once again, that was Kellen Braden, and he just used his legs there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, but it's going to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, they had a slot over here toward the near side, just went into motion. He kind of faked it to them. I don't know if it was a read option or not, but the quarterback kept it and went right over the center for 6 yards. But this is a big 3rd down here.
All right, here comes the 3rd down for this defense, and here comes the crowd. Shotgun formation is Braden for the Tigers. Another man in motion. He gives it to number 2 on the jet sweeper across. And nobody there as he's fed by Laura and a pack of dogs.
The hammer.
Who else was in there, Brent? I saw Laura.
It looks like Brennan Diaz, Laura.
Laura. Weeder.
Weeder was in there.
Dog pound. Now let's see what Nevada does.
Man, I tell you what, man. Thomas Laura impresses me at the safety position.
Yes, this is his first opportunity playing defense on the varsity squad. He was QB1 last year, so they tried to protect him. And now Nevada going to go for it on 4th and 3. Hounds better look out for that hard count here. Shotgun formation is Nevada. Braden gets it, hands it off to Jackson, and he did. It's going to be close.
Depends on the spot here.
I don't think he got it. They're going to maybe measure this. I don't think he got it. Nevada's running off the field.
Yep, they did.
The Hounds do stop them.
Hold.
Good job by the Hound Dog defense there. And they got good field position now on the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Still, it kept it on the ground the first 3 plays of Aurora. Let's see what they do here. And that's good job by that defense there, as they gave up a couple first downs to start the drive. But now,
so far in the first 2 weeks, Chet, defense has showed up when it needed to show up.
Greasy under center. Dogs running from the eye. Wide receiver to each side, and they hand it off to the first man through, and that's Jansen Hunt. Started on the 43, and he gets to about the 47. That's 46 is where the sideline judge is going to do. So that's a 3-yard gain on the play. Positive play. And let's see what happens here. Still 25 on the play clock. 2nd and 7 from the 46.
Nevada has an awful lot of guys around the line of scrimmage. 10 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's halfway through the quarter.
Yeah, we did learn that rule.
We did.
Check up on it. Misha at the 6-minute mark. For the first 4 games?
They are, yes, 3 to 4 is what I was told.
Do take a mandatory water break at the 6-minute mark of every quarter.
So this would be a good time for the sportsmanship reminder. Sponsor is Access Family Care. Access Family Care has locations in Aurora, Mount Vernon, Cassville, Neosho, and Joplin.
Whether it's balls or strikes, fouls or flags, your referee and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend a sporting event. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message is brought to you by your friends at Talamedia, Aurora High School, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Thank you, Brant. Once again, sportsmanship reminder is a sponsor is Access Family Care, and I want to give a shout out back to the station, everybody that had a hand in this broadcast. Appreciate Janet, appreciate Nikki in traffic, Clint in sales, everybody had a part in it. Bill Lewis, shout out to you, Bill. Hopefully you ain't taking a nap yet. Dwayne Gandy as well, Gabby, everybody back at the station. We appreciate each and every one of you. 2nd and 7 from the 46. Under center is Creasy. He hands it off to Cutbirth. He falls forward for about 2. So that's going to bring up 3rd, and we're going to say 5 to stay alive here on this drive. So right outside the 50, as it was a positive play for Cutbirth, as they've kept him at bay so far. So let's see if the Hounds keep it doing the ground and pound, or if they maybe do some play action here, Brant, as they have given it to a Hunt, the first man through, and the second man through Cutbirth. Let's see what Creasy does here. Receiver to each side. They run out of the eye. Creasy under center. He is going to throw. He rolls out to his right, and he does throw it. Caught across the 40. Oh, let's see. Did they call it incomplete?
Incomplete.
Hadamio looked like initially caught it on the 40. That would have been a first down, but instead on contact he did drop it. So Nevada holds them, and that was a good-looking play there by Creasy.
Yeah, he rolled out to the right, kind of threw back across his body and put it right between the numbers, but the defender timed his hit just at the most perfect time, and Hadamio could not bring the ball in.
All right, so one of the Hounds' weapons this year is Jaden Carpenter. He's at the 36-yard line and waiting to punt. Nevada does have a man back this time, and it almost blocked. Good job by Jaden to get out of there. It bounces on the 20, and Nevada takes a Hound Dog bounce to about the 17. Once again, who's down there to down it? Chasik Rackley, the long snapper for the Hound Dogs. So that is going to be another change of possession, and 18-yard line or so, partner. 1st and 10 for Nevada. And good job by the Hounds, though. The defense stopped Nevada, and now they're flipping the field. 1st and 10 from the 18 with 5:06 left here in the first quarter. Once again, brought to you by Ozark Business Services. Hounds still looking for their first down when they get the ball back, Bram.
Yeah, it's tough sledding. Nevada's crowding 10 people up on that line of scrimmage. It's going to be hard to run against that unless we loosen that up by passing it.
Kellen Braden in shotgun, hands it off. This time the Tiger has nobody touches him, and he may be gone from the 80. No, Hadamio's going to catch up with him on the 15-yard line. It started on the 18, Brant, all the way to the 15-yard line, and that was a draw up the gut, and they caught the Hounds napping there, because I don't know if there was a missed assignment, but what running back was that?
I think that was number 20.
He was in open field.
Number 20, Kobe Buck.
Okay. So that one hurt all the way down to the 11. Good job by Hadamio to catch up with him, Brant. For a minute, I thought he was gone.
Yeah, there was he went through that line untouched. It was like a draw there, and like I said, he was untouched, and I think that was about 68 yards.
Yeah. Quarterback keeps it, fakes the handoff, goes around the right side, and he does shake and bake for an 11-yard TD. And it's Braden, a good move by him. And just like that, 11-yard run to make it 6-0 Nevada.
4:40 left in this first quarter, and that was just, so far this year, that was just uncharacteristic of our defense. They just got an opening there, and he went untouched for 70 yards. Good hustle by the senior Hadamio, but they could not hold Nevada out as Braden takes the quarterback keeper around the end.
Okay, so last year Braden, the quarterback, was the kicker. Last week they went for 2 every time. Now Braden, the quarterback, is going to kick the extra point with 4:40 left here in the first quarter, and almost blocked. Good try by Hunt, but the kick is good by.
So 7-0, 4:40 left in this first quarter. And the Hound Dogs got to get some offense going. Like you said, Chad, they are looking for their first down tonight. We're going to have to loosen that defense up. They're putting everybody with just one safety back. So I'd like to see a play action or just something quick, maybe a quick slant or something like that to one of the running backs. I think it's time to let Creasy air it out just a little bit.
Yep.
Start putting a little bit more on the quarterback, because Nevada has definitely got our ground and pound number right now.
Well, the drop pass on 3rd down would have been a first down conversion, but I could hear Coach Pitts through my headset there, Brant. He was not happy with that defensive effort on those two plays.
Yeah.
So quickly, 7-0 Nevada here with 4:40 left here in the first quarter. Once again, brought to you by Ozark Business Services. For all your tax preparation needs, give Ozark Business Services a call at 417-440-4405, or visit them at 103 East Church Street in Aurora, Missouri. Getting ready to tee it off from the 40-yard line.
Hadamio and Diaz back deep. It's kind of a line drive kick picked up by Braden Allen. Pick it up.
He did pick it up on the 25. Now he's got a little room. He gets across the 40 to the 45 as he hesitated. It took him 2 or 3 times to pick it up, Brant.
Yeah, but when he did, he knew what to do with it. He got down the field pretty quick.
Good job by Allen there to get something positive, as took him a couple opportunities to pick it up, but he did pick it up off the grass and get some good yardage on the kickoff return to about the 42-yard line. So, hey, Hounds need to shake that off and get a first down and start getting some confidence here and get this crowd back in it.
Yeah, we just got to keep that defense. I mean, a lot of our players play both ways. We need to give defense a rest just a little bit, let them regroup. We do come out with Diaz in the backfield, so it is a little bit different.
Creasy under center, does pitch it to Diaz, and he gets hit, and not much there. There's a couple more Tigers. He tried to shake the initial Tiger defender, but then 2 more was in his face. Said 1st and 10 from the 42, and he might have went back one. He didn't have much of a chance there, Brant.
No, the defensive end on this near side really set the edge and turned him back inside. I don't know what number that was, but he did a great job standing up the Hound Dog tackle there and turning Diaz back into the line.
I think maybe 58.
58?
I think so.
58 would be Sean Simmons, the junior, 6'3", 200 pounds.
No, not a bad-looking lad there.
No, pretty big kid.
All right, Creasy under center. This time he's going to hand it off to Diaz again, and he gets across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Started on the 41, so it's about 6. So it's going to bring up another 3rd and 5 here. Nevada's transferring a couple D linemen out and in there, getting some fresh Tigers in there on the defensive line.
Diaz is a good compliment to Cutbirth. He's the lightning to the thunder,
Yeah.
The flash before the boom. He's quick in there as a sophomore, and he makes pretty good cut. He has good vision as a running back.
3rd and 5. Hounds still looking for that first down of the ball game. 3rd and 5 from the 47. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first quarter from Kelly Field. Creasy's going to pass. He rolls out, and he does throw it. Overthrows number 22 on the play. Is there a flag?
No. We had I know he's rolling to the right, got flushed to the right, but we had a couple open players on this near side of the field.
Okay, the pass intended for Rackley. So once again, Jaden Carpenter is going to get his 3rd opportunity. And now there's another Tiger back about the 20-yard line.
Number 10, Mason Majors,
Okay.
junior, 5'9", 145 pounds.
Carpenter waits to punt, 35. He does get it and booms it to about the 20, and once again they get out of the way. Rackley, the first one down there again, and he does down it. Good hustle by him.
That was about a 45-yard kick by Carpenter. His first 2 were in the high 30s, and this one a little bit farther. So it gets the Hound Dog good defensive position inside the 15, 14-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Carpenter to get it out of there and flip the field again. So backs the Tigers up. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 2:54 left here in the first quarter. Brought to you by Ozark Business Services. Shotgun formation is Braden. 2 receivers to the right. Back in the backfield with him. He's gonna pass, and open is number 10. He catches on the 20 and cuts and spins to about the 24, and that would have been Kobe Buck on the catch. We'll bring up 2nd down. Lucas Hadlow on the tackle, and there is a stoppage in play. I don't know if it's equipment or if they're going to measure, I think. Okay, so we're going to measure. First down measurement is brought to you by Aurora Realty. They have been serving Aurora and the 417 area for over 50 years. Visit Aurora Realty's website at www.aurorarealtymo.com or give Amy Seitz a call at 417-250-2220. That's 417-250-2220. Looks like it's just short, Brant.
Yeah, it looks like about 6 inches short.
Okay. So
that will bring up 2nd down. So Nevada's liable to do anything. It's 2nd and short like this. They could do play action, throw it deep. They could take a chance here, or they could just hand it to one of their big running backs and pick up the 1st down.
That's an experienced chain gang over there.
That
I recognize those guys.
Yeah, they've been here for a while, and they love it.
They're not getting paid for that either. They volunteer. All right, 2nd and 1 from the 24. Braden, the quarterback for the Tigers, in shotgun formation again. Man in motion. He hands it off to 22, and he breaks through again. This time, I don't know if Hadamio can catch him. He's trying, Brant, and start on the 24. I think he's gone. He is.
76-yard touchdown by number 23, Jackson, Will Jackson, the sophomore.
Wow. 76-yard run.
76-yard run on 2nd.
By Jackson. That hushes the crowd. And all of a sudden, it is 13-0 Nevada.
Yeah, kind of like the first long run, Chad. He just handed the ball, and the offensive line of Nevada is just blowing gaps between the linebackers and the defensive line, and he wasn't touched on that one. He got the ball and ran straight for 75 yards. Good
hustle by Hadamio, but could not catch up with him. 76 official on the run, and there's a flag. Let's wait and see what that is.
That's going to be offsides on Diaz. So now here comes the question. It's half the distance to the goal.
They may go for 2.
Still kick it or go for 2?
Yep. I don't think there's been a penalty on Nevada yet.
No.
They've came disciplined here on the road with this. Yep, I think they are going to go for 2. It looks like they're switching out, bringing the offense back in. Braden, the quarterback, was already out there to kick. I don't see him, though. Where's he at?
I don't know.
Maybe he's in the front of the.
I talked about this in the offense, or before the game started. You see Nevada just running in different linemen and linebackers.
Yep, rotating.
Yeah, that's something Aurora doesn't have. A lot of our guys are playing both ways, and right now it shows that the Nevada Tigers are more fresh than the Hound Dogs are.
Shotgun formation, handoff to number 1, and I think he got through.
He is in, so it's 15.
James Q.
15-0 with 2:10 left here in the first quarter. Nevada Tigers making a statement so far here tonight. Aurora has to get something. Aurora still looking for their first down of the game. They, like I said earlier, they are stacking this box and making things difficult for Cutbirth. And I don't know how much that ankle is affecting him, but he doesn't seem like he has that
burst
that he showed last week. I mean, those ankle injuries are things that can last. It can last all season.
Sure.
So.
Sure, it can hamper you for sure, but boy, 2 up the gut runs for Nevada has broke this game open. 4:40 left in the first quarter. They had an 11-yard run by the quarterback, and then PAT was good to make it 7-0, and then 2:10 left here in the first quarter. 76-yard run by Jackson makes it 13-0, 2-point conversion good. 15-0, and here comes Braden kicking off, and he airs it off out to about the 10-yard line, and it's caught by Diaz. He gets across the 20 and trips and falls and gets back up, gets across the 25 to the 30 and about the 31-yard line on the return as he missed the first Tiger, or the first Tiger missed him, and was able to get some more yards.
I don't know if you saw Laura on that play, but he came across the field and he totally depleted a Nevada Tiger on the kickoff return.
I missed it. I was watching the ball.
I'm telling you what, Laura this year has brought the lumber. He is one. I take number 10 right now. I take that as my hard hit of the game here early in the first quarter.
Okay, with Hudson Collision hard hit nominee with 1:59 left. You're going to say Laura. Okay?
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a couple more nominees.
Because that was cleats over helmet, and that's never a good thing if you're on the receiving end of that.
Under center is Creasy. He hands it off to the first back through. Could not see who it was.
Looked like Diaz.
Was it Diaz?
Yeah.
Started on the 31, Brant. It was Diaz. Cutbirth is limping a little there. So 2-yard gain on the play by Diaz. Hounds still searching for that first down of the ballgame. And we're almost out of the first quarter. 1:25 and counting. Looks like Creasy's going to go back under center. Brody Seitz, receiver to the right. They are running out of I, Hunt, and Cutbirth. This time, Diaz, I'm sorry. Diaz gets it across the 35 to about the 37. Started on the 33. So it's going to be a 4-yard carry. And you're going to bring up 3rd and about 4, Brant. And Hounds need to figure out a way to move the chains and sustain a drive.
We have to get out of this 3rd and long. I mean, 3rd and 4 is pretty manageable, but I think this is the best 3rd down opportunity we had. The rest have been 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. We got to start getting better, more efficient plays on 1st and 2nd down and not put ourselves in a hole.
Receiver on each side. Shotgun formation is Creasy. Has to scoop it off the ground. He does and passes it. Caught by Carpenter. He gets across the 45 to about the 48, and that is the first down. About an 11-yard catch on the play for Carpenter. Good job by Creasy rolling out. The line giving enough time. And once again, that first down of the ball game is brought to you by Pettit Law Office. Pettit Law Office is your local legal team practicing personal injury, workman's comp, and estate planning. Give them a call at 417-678-2187. And that's what the Hounds needed. 1st and 10 on the 49, just shy of the 50-yard line. And Creasy looked good on that rollout.
Man, he has some arm talent. That was a pretty pass, too.
Here comes the crowd trying to get behind the Hounds. 8 seconds now. Creasy's going to roll out again, and he flings it and overthrown. He was looking for Carpenter, and he got hit, too. That does leave 1 second. Big Levi Garrett picks him up off the grass, but he was looking for Carpenter, Brant. Hey, Marcus. What's up, buddy?
Man, that's a hard throw for a right-handed quarterback to be sprinting to his left. And
throws across his body.
Throws across his body. I mean, that's like Patrick Mahomes.
Is that one of those?
Right. He does wear 15, but, that's a tall task for a sophomore quarterback there.
Good analogy.
But still, he threw it 25, 30 yards.
He did.
Has an arm. He has a cannon. I'm excited about this young man.
2nd and 10. Shotgun is Creasy again in formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's looking to throw again. This time to Hadamio, and he drops it again. Goes right through his hands. He was looking at a Tiger getting ready to come down on him, but he just dropped that one.
Yeah.
So into the first quarter with your score. Nevada Tigers 15, your Aurora Hound Dogs 0. We're going to step aside, take a break. We'll be back with the second quarter. Brought to you by Coldwell Baker Show Me Properties after this. Out there again for what, his fourth opportunity, and we're just 4 seconds into the second quarter. So we hope to see less of Jaden punting, but he has flipped the field for the Hounds. So now there's a Tiger about on the 12-yard line. Number 7, Brant, is for the Tigers, and he boots that one, and it's going to be over his head and in the end zone. Good job by Jaden as he's standing about the 37-yard line, but he did air that one out. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Nevada.
Man, the Hound Dogs need a big stop. They need to stand up here and get that ball back and give us an opportunity to do something with it before half. We cannot allow another big run or a drive that takes the rest of this quarter.
Just saw a freshman coming off the field, Brant, number 55 for the Hounds, Martin Saviston, 6'3", 220.
Wow.
He's down here on the sideline, but he good-looking freshman. I just saw him coming off special teams.
Yeah, and you take a look at our 7th and 8th grade team. We have size in 7th and 8th grade. I know a lot of things could change, but
handoff to the Tiger. Let's see who that is. Number 2.
Thorpe.
Okay, Thorpe.
Bodie Thorpe.
Short gain on the play. About 3 we'll give him. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. 2 yards officially. Okay. Hounds need to stop here, Brant.
Big time. Big time. It's time for that defense to stand up here.
Nevada has gashed them the last 2 times. Nevada's had the ball. So now, whoa.
I almost had a pigeon in here.
I saw that. Okay, the handoff to the Tiger, number 23, and he's met by Carpenter. I want to see who else. Cutbirth in there. I think Hadlow as well. So
that brings up 3rd and 5. First time the Hound Dogs had him in 3rd and longer. Yeah.
3rd, they're going to say 4. It's a long 4. He's got to get past the 30 to about the 31, so it's about 5 yards for me. So here we go.
10:40 left in the second quarter, 15-0 Nevada.
Nevada's going to be in shotgun formation again. 2 backs in the backfield. And 1 back, I'm sorry. Now looking to throw. Open is number 2, and he catches about the 35. And he's knocked out of bounds about the 45. And was that with Thorpe again?
Is that number 2? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Bodie Thorpe moves the chains once again for the Tigers.
That was about an 18-yard pickup there for Thorpe?
Yep, sights on the tackle. He comes off.
So Nevada don't throw much, but when they do, they're efficient. They're 2 for 2 for about 28 yards.
40-yard line, shotgun formation is Braden. And he fakes the handoff, looking to throw. No, he does hand it off to number 14, and not much there as he gets to about the 43-yard line. So about a 3-yard gain, and that was John Collins, listed at 5'11", 160.
Man, that fooled me. I thought the quarterback still had the ball. I was like, why isn't that kid throwing it? But he
Fake
did
you out too, Di? Did he fake you out too?
Yeah, the camera doesn't lie.
Good
fake. Yeah.
Good fake.
Yeah.
Me and Hurst talked about that off air. A good fake will fake some folk out, and it faked us out. So 2nd and 6 from the 44-yard line for the Tigers. Braden in shotgun formation again with the running back there now, man in motion, and he fakes the handoff, calls his own number, and met by Cutbirth, and Braden Allen tried to tackle him up high. He was able to get across the 50 for another Tiger first down. How many is that for them, Brent? We've had one.
That's 5 for them, but you got to remember, 2 of those runs were over 70 yards and 76 yards.
That's right.
I mean, Jackson right now has 160 yards with 2 giant. Yeah, he's the one that ran both of those, the 70 and the 76.
Oh, when they caught up with him? Okay.
Yeah. So he's broken 2 of them. That will take your first down percentage down just a little bit.
1st and 10 from the 48, across the 50-yard Tigers. Shotgun formation, hands off to number 23 this time, and he's met by Carpenter, knocks him back. Looks like was it Clayton Klein in there as well?
Yeah. That will bring up 2nd and 10.
Okay.
Clock counting, we're about the 8:40 here in the second quarter left on the clock.
Once again, second quarter brought to you by Coldwell Banker Show Me Property. Hounds just need to get something going here on defense, and they led the takeaway battle last week 2-1, and they need to take it away here. Other than a turnover on downs, there has not been a turnover.
Yeah, they got to stand up here because we got to remember that Nevada will get the ball coming out in the second half.
That's right. And he's looking to pass, and the long pass. Hadamio! They just called the turnover. Here he comes, the 30, the 35, looking for the outside. He cuts across the 45 to the 50, and then some. And that's what we called up, partner, right there. A pick by Hadamio. Had a couple of drops on the offensive side, but he made up for it there on the defensive side.
Hadamio with a big play. The senior had to come up with something. Overthrown a little bit by Braden from Nevada, but Hadamio was right there, Johnny, on the spot. And plus, he had about a 20, 25-yard return there, Chad. Man,
when he gets the ball in open field, he can make some moves,
He's
Brant.
quick.
Well,
that's why he's the returner for the Hound Dogs also.
That's right. Okay.
So come on, offense. Get that fire you up.
Let's reset. 1st and 10, right across the 40, or right across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 8:03 left. Creasy in shotgun formation. Man in motion. And he hands it off to Diaz. He gets across the 45, and he's met by a Tiger. I think that's Braden, the quarterback. They're trying to say it was a fumble, but he was down no way.
He was down.
He was down all day. Don't even, please.
Don't do it.
He was down. The quarterback for the Tigers is also on.
They gave it to him. Anytime they talk that long, you got to think.
I can agree to disagree with that. Wow. Okay. That hurts.
That does hurt.
Hounds had some momentum there.
But even with the turnover, man, I like Diaz's vision. He cut well. I mean, this is his first action on the varsity level, and he's running hard, and he's seeing the open holes. You just got to learn to secure that ball a little bit more.
Well, I don't know about that one, but good tackle by the quarterback for the Tigers, and now he's back on offense and gets the handoff to number 23, and he's met by a couple Hounds, so he gets across the 45 to about the 47. That was number 23, old Jackson again. Action Jackson's back at it for the Tigers. Gets a couple there as he claws for 2.
Got about 7.5 remaining in this quarter. Still 15-0 Hound Dogs. Hound Dogs just have not got anything going on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, We need a stoppage here. 7:19 left and counting in the second quarter. Braden in shotgun for the Tigers, and he hands it off to number 2, Bodie, and he gets met at the 50-yard line. See who's on the bottom of the pile there. Let's see, 54, Hadlow. Let's see who else is getting up. Looks like also Weeder on the tackle. So that's going to bring up another third down, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Weeder's another sophomore, man. We've said his name a lot in the last couple of weeks at that linebacking position. He's filling in well for a younger sophomore.
Yes. All right, 3rd and 4. Watch the hard count. Be disciplined, Hounds. Braden in shotgun formation. 2 Tigers to the right. There's a Tiger in the backfield, but he moved. Whoa. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Jansen fired across.
There's some motion, Brant. Number 4, he went backwards before the ball was snapped. He ended up getting the ball and going backwards, but come on, man.
Snyder.
Well, Snyder got his jets going a little before the whistle, but he got away with it. So now it's 4th and 6. What are they going to do here?
Yeah.
Is Tigers going to call a timeout and think about it?
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh, no, it's time for a drink.
Oh, under the 6-minute mark.
It's 5:59
You
left.
know, Snyder is allowed to move backwards, but I do think he jumped. That wasn't just a go in motion thing. That was, I'm rocked back on my heels, and I don't know what the count is, but it should have been called.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But, okay, so well, 3 reps are talking about it, but they ain't going to do nothing about it now. But now it's 4th down, so that once this water break does bail Nevada out, where it gives them a free timeout to think about what they want to do, as they got a 15-point lead. You'd think they're probably going to go for it here.
You know, my thought is you're controlling the game on both sides of the ball. Punt it, change the field,
don't give
them deep.
Don't give the Hounds.
Right, don't give the Hounds any kind of momentum.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Actually,
but I think you're right. I think they're going to go for it.
I'd be better if some Hound dog got their paw in there and blocked it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think they are. Yep, center's out there. They're going to go for it.
They're going to pass it here, too. Like I said, last couple weeks, I don't want to.
Jaramillo's going back just in case, but watch out, guys.
No one's covering up the receiver over here.
Okay, now Rackley. Okay. Let's see if he pooch punts it. He does. Okay, so Jaramillo's back there.
Pick it up,
he is going to pick it up. At the 15, he shakes. Now he turns momentum, and there's a flag.
And I think the Dogs got another block in the back there.
Nevada, have they had a penalty yet? I don't think they have.
No, they haven't. They played a clean half so far.
That's what I thought. This one's probably on the Dogs as Jaramillo changed directions. Maybe a block in the back. Yeah, it was. So.
Yep, I think on that change of possession, when the Hound Dogs got a little overzealous and continued with their block, and they caught it. So this will pin the Hound Dogs.
You bet, bud. Could use a couple TDs.
Yeah, that's going to put them back around the 10-yard line. So the Hound Dogs start in a hole. 5:34 left in the second quarter. So the Hound Dogs are going to have to move the ball, or the Tigers are going to get the ball back in good field position, even though Jaden's been punting it 40 yards.
Yeah, Hounds need to move the chains a couple times and get out of that north end zone, shadow of the north end zone. 1st and 10 from the 10, they're saying. So let's see if they run. Shotgun formation is Creasy. Man in motion's Jaramillo. See if they hand it off to him. They do. Flip it to him. He tries to get on the outside, stops, and did I see another flag?
I think we got a holding call out there on Aurora.
Man. Self-inflicted penalties on top here in the second quarter. Well, let's wait and see. Now they're going to officials.
They got a Nevada Tiger that is down, injured on the play. And they did call holding out there on the edge. So that's going to be 5 penalties on the Hound Dogs in this half. Something we didn't see last week.
There is a Tiger down. Let's see who that is. 54.
Cameron Anderson.
Cameron Anderson. He is able to walk off on his own power. But the Hounds are going the wrong way, Brant.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. No, from the 6-yard line after that penalty.
Big 8 score, Lamar 6, East Newton 6, second quarter last reported.
Wow.
Okay. No report from number 2 state ranked Seneca, number 5 ranked Mount Vernon. 1st and 10 from the 10 again. Actually, it's not 1st and 10. Not much there, as they got to get all the way to the, what is that, the 20?
Yeah.
I didn't see who even got the ball, who got up.
Jansen Hunt looks like
Hunt?
he got that carry.
Okay.
And he may have picked up a yard or two, but that's about it. So it'll be a 2nd and about 13.
Not many scores to report.
The clock is ticking. I think the Hound Dogs just need to run this clock down and play ball possession here. Don't do anything too fancy. See if we can break it. We do have Cutbirth and Hunt in the power eye behind.
2nd, 14 from the 6-yard line. Another flag. Holy, it's like a parade over here.
Cutbirth saw his first daylight, picked up about 6 or 7, but more laundry.
Is it going to be on the Tigers for a change, or is it going to be once again?
So. Yes, it is on the Tigers.
Okay.
First penalty of the day.
All right, we've been waiting for the Garden Exchange to help us out. They are the penalty sponsor. That penalty is brought to you by the Garden Exchange, where you'll never be penalized for holding their coffee. Visit them downtown at 22 East Olive Street in Aurora, Missouri. 4:35 left here in the half, and that is the first whistle against the Nevada Tigers. They've been very disciplined here on the road so far.
So that'll put us about 2nd and 9. At least we got some breathing room here.
True, partner.
4:35 left in this half.
All right, so don't go anywhere. Halftime is brought to you by who? The Strike Zone, as they're open tonight. Go first, or no, what is it? 3rd and 9, and I didn't see who got it. 22 was coming down the side. Who's getting up, Brant?
I could not see.
I know.
I think that
Cutbirth,
and he's limping
getting up
too.
slow. Yeah. So now the far marker says 4th down. I think
it
it
should
is.
be 3rd down here, Chad, because that penalty, I think the
scoreboard did too.
that old veteran line crew maybe just didn't flip it back to 2nd down on that penalty out there, that encroachment. So.
Okay.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Okay. Rackley split out to the right. Another penalty.
Another flag.
Man, this crew. That was from the back judge.
Delay a game on the Hound Dogs.
Oh man.
So that is 6 penalties for the Hound Dogs.
Well, he could see the play clock.
Yeah.
I was concentrating.
And the Dogs are trying to run the clock down.
So now we're punting?
It's still 3rd down.
Okay.
I don't think we're punting on 3rd down.
Okay. Well, they fixed it. Okay.
Yeah.
All these whistles.
Yeah. There's been a lot. We didn't see many last week.
No, we've had more in the first half than we had in the whole game last week. 3rd and 13 from the 7. Hadamio split out to the right. Can't see who that is on the far side. Split to the left. Shotgun. Creasy's looking to throw, and he does find Hadamio, and he's hit late. See if he gets up. He did get a hand on it. He was running a good slant. That would have been a 1st down, and he's slow to get up, but he did get up. Now he goes back down. He might have took a helmet to the knee, Brant. He's down. He's one of the faster hounds. Man.
Yeah. Almost a late hit. Questionable
yeah.
there.
Yes.
The ball left his hands, and I think the defender had 2 or 3 steps at him and went ahead and laid a lick on him. And he was unprotected there. He didn't see it coming, but
no.
I think he's going to be okay.
Good.
Coach Pitt's first one out there to make sure. But he is limping hard on that right leg. So hopefully it's just
stinger maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know if you get stingers in your leg, but
well, I think he's looking a little better now than what he was, but that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Initially. Yeah.
He's walking it off. He's already walking a little bit better, but that thing could stiffen up a lot.
It does at halftime. Okay,
Not much
so
going for the Dogs right now. So far on offense, just rushing.
Carpenter coming out again for yet another punt. And
Dogs
this time
only
he's what, in the end zone?
Yeah. Dogs only have 35 yards on the ground tonight.
So from the 7, they're going to snap it to Carpenter in the end zone. There's a Tiger at the 45. And Carpenter boots this one over the head. Over the 50. Got it on the 45. Got a good. Oh, there's a block in the back, and they called that one.
Yeah.
We saw that one all the way from up here. And that was Rackley, the long snapper, was down there for the tackle, and he got jacked in the back, and I believe they're going to tack on some penalty yards on that.
Still,
I'm just going to call it. I mean, I'm not waiting for it.
Yeah.
We saw it.
You threw your flag.
Yeah, I got a red flag in my back pocket.
Jaden kicked it from his end zone. The ball landed on like the
47 or something?
I think it landed at 45.
Yeah.
So a 55-yard punt, and it wasn't one of his best punts. That thing was end over end. He just has that strong of a leg.
Well, the student section let him know you can't do that. So once again, that penalty is brought to you by the Garden Exchange. Make the right call. Grab an iced coffee with cold foam at the Garden Exchange. Go see them at 22 East Olive Street in Aurora, Missouri, and that helps because it goes back to, the 48? So the Tigers just passed the 50-yard line, 3:05 left, and each team still has all 3 timeouts in the first half. And handoff, sweep to Bodie coming around the side, left side, He wiggles to about the 43. So what, you going to give me 5? Bodie Thorpe. Hadamio was back in, and he's coming back off Brant. That was a good sign to see him back in there. So Seitz takes his place. 6-yard gain on the play by Thorpe. Hounds need to hold Nevada here, like you said a minute ago. Nevada gets the ball to start the second half. So this is big stop of downs for the Hounds if they can do it. And they hand off to 23 up the middle, and he's untouched again. And now he gets all the way to the 10.
Caught by Brody Seitz.
Brody Seitz on the tackle, but is that Jackson again?
That's Jackson again.
That's going to put him about 200.
Yeah. Ball was on the 42. Let's see where they put him at. On the 10, so a 32-yard run by Jackson.
And he did not get touched till about 30 yards. And good job by Seitz to come across and slash him down. But
Jackson is at 194 yards this half, Chad, with 2:12 left.
He's spelling Cheney.
Yeah. He's well on his way.
Yeah, so here we go. Pass, knocked down. Who was that? 20? Does that say 20? Is that Diaz?
Yeah.
20. So Diaz knocked the pass down. And let's see what Diaz, he's listed at 5'9", and he got up there in the air to pat that pass down. So that stops the clock at 2 minutes even. 2nd and 10 from the 10. Hounds need to at least hold Nevada to a field goal attempt, if that. But need to push them back here. Quarterback Braden in shotgun formation. Man in motion, he hands it off to 23 up the right side. Not a whole lot there. See Laura in there. Hunt in there on the tackle.
Yeah, Jackson is definitely the workhorse here for the Tigers.
Big 3rd and 8 here, Brant, from the 8. So the sticks are down, so it's 3rd and goal.
Minute 36 left here in the half. 15-0, all Nevada at this point.
All right. Do they pass or do they run it here?
3rd and 8.
He may get called timeout.
I think
he's letting it tick. The coaches were trying to get somebody's attention. Braden keeps it, fakes the handoff to 20. He did not get it. So let's see what they do. Minute 7 and counting here. And Nevada,
they will take a timeout.
Okay, Nevada takes a timeout. And, timeout sponsor is Heller Heat and Air. Give them a call for your fall furnace checkup. It's coming up at 417-678 or 0402. Once again, Heller Heat and Air, 417-678-0402. And we will have some stats and scores at halftime. Halftime show brought to you by the Strike Zone. Go to the strike zone for a fun family experience. Enjoy some great food at the 300 Grill and make some great memories with family and friends. Dine in or give them a call for takeout at 417-678-6400. And once again, this second quarter brought to you by Coldwell Banker Show Me Properties, Aurora's trusted real estate agency. Give them a call at 417-678-4210. Hounds still in their huddle here by the sideline. Nevada's already out there. They think they know what they want to do. Will they kick it here and go for an 18-point lead?
I think they're going for the dagger here, Chad. I think they're going for the touchdown because they do get the ball at half.
They do.
They're going for the 2-for-1 right here.
Okay, Coach Beechler, what does he dial up? Here comes the crowd.
4 yards.
4th and goal from the 4. Shotgun is Braden, and he hands it off to 23, and he's in.
Touchdown. Touchdown Jackson, and that will put him unofficially at 201 yards in the half. The Hound Dogs have not had an answer for number 23.
Nope.
Will Jackson. He is just a sophomore, Chad.
Oh.
So he's quick, and we're going to have to deal with him for the next 2 years. Braden on now for the extra point for the Tigers. Everybody's set. Here comes the snap. The kick is up, and it is blocked. Looked like a bad snap, kind of messed up the timing there, and the kick was really low, and maybe Hunt got a hand on it, but that ball did not go anywhere. So it is 21-0, a minute 1 left in the half. Hound Dogs will get it back and have one more opportunity to do something with the ball offensively. But so far, the Hound Dogs are stagnant on offense, only with 1 first down and about 35 yards rushing and only 11 yards. So the Hound Dogs are under 50 yards total offense here in the first half.
Okay, so we need a good return. We'll see if Hadamio's even back for the kickoff return. Brand is he got hobbled the last drive. Looks like Memphis Mooneyham, number 0, out there going back with Laura and Diaz.
And Braden Allen. They'll be your 4 deeper guys. So, yeah, all Memphis Mooneyham.
His dad was on the 99 state championship team, wasn't he, Brand?
Yes, sir. He is a freshman, 155-pound freshman.
Dustin's his dad, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. Here come the Tigers kicking it off. Braden kicks it off.
Goes to Diaz.
Diaz gets about the 15. He gets across the 25 to the 30 on the sideline. He breaks one, 40. Maybe a face mask. Did they get it? No. But he gets all the way up to about the 44 or 45-yard line. Call me the king of wishful thinking. I saw Tiger's hand go across, but maybe it was just swiped it, but we'll take that return. That does stop the clock with 53 seconds left. All 3 timeouts. I don't know how
aggressive Coach will get here.
Yes.
But, I like watching these games and watching these younger players, and I look for potential. And this Diaz is impressing me. I know he coughed the ball up once, but his vision really does impress me.
Both Rackleys over here on the right side, shotgun formation. Creasy's looking to throw. Now he's going to scramble and take what they give him, and he gets it right at the 50. Started on the 44. Let's see if they call one. The 42 and counting. They're not going to call a timeout. They get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. 35 on the play clock, or on the clock, I'm sorry. Creasy in shotgun formation, looking to throw a quick out to Rackley on the sideline. He gets out about the 42, starting on the 50, Brant. So that's about an 8-yard reception for Jacek Rackley. 2-minute offense here. Castillo's back. Let's see what happens here. Brant, they need a couple more first downs.
Yeah, I'd say if they get there about another 15 to 20 yards, we might give Castillo a hack. We have all 3 timeouts left. I think you said that, Jim.
Yes, and that was a good out by Rackley to get out of bounds. Shotgun. Here comes Creasy again. He's looking to throw, and it's incomplete on to number 2, Braden Allen, as he tried to dig it up off the grass, but it was just underthrown on him. He had a little room, but the clock, we could have called a timeout there, but that does make it 2nd and 10 from the 41 with 22 seconds left. So 2 receivers to each side. Hadamio back in there. No, 3 receivers to the right. 5 receivers overall and overthrown. He was looking for Laura. That was out of bounds on the far side. Hounds still have 3 timeouts, so they can go across the middle here, Brant. And I think we're gonna use one here just to kind of talk about it. 3rd and 10 from the 42. So once again, this timeout brought to you by Heller Heat and Air. If you need your AC fixed or checked, they'll come by and check it. Or it's not too early to think about the fall furnace checkup. Give them a call. Heller Heat and Air at 417-678-0402. Once again, the Apple and Google phone app sponsor is Mercy Hospital of Aurora, where quality care matters. This broadcast also brought to you by Ed Leahy, American Family Insurance. Ed, American Family Insurance is there to help protect you no matter what your insurance needs are. Give him a call at 417-678-2244. All right.
How many players they got on the field, Chad?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I count 12.
No. Okay, shotgun. Here comes Creasy. Looking to throw. Man is open. Number 2, he's trying to get out of bounds. Allen does get out of bounds. So that's going to bring up 4th down and a couple. So Hounds still have 2 timeouts left. Good job by Allen.
Picked up about 8 there. That was a good route. He was trying to get to the sideline, and he did. So 10
Okay, it's 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
4th and 2. Creasy in shotgun formation, and he's looking to throw it to Rackley, and it is caught at the 25, timeout. Good job by Jasek Rackley, the senior, 5'9", listed at 130. That's another catch for him. So now what do the Hounds do here? They are to the 25-yard line. Another timeout brought to you by Heller Heat and Air, as I lost them there. Okay, give them a call for your fall furnace checkup at 678-0402. What do you do here, Brent? You still have 1 timeout, but I don't think you can get 2 plays. I mean, unless you did a quick draw
It'd have to be
get a couple
quick.
yards, but, I mean.
Yeah. Here's a problem with field goal, especially at the high school level. It's not just a matter of can your kicker kick it that far accurately.
Right.
It's a matter of this is high school. You got to get the snap. You have to block it well, and everything has to go right. Yeah,
right now it'd be about a 42, 43-yarder.
I think we need about 8 more yards.
We're not going.
8 to 10
We're not
more
going to kick it
yeah.
right here. What kind of 25-yard play do you have dialed up here?
And you see Nevada.
They're going to sack back and
wisely comes in with a lot more D-backs. Only 4 rushers right now, and everybody else.
Creasy in shotgun formation. Hadamio in motion. Now Creasy back to throw. He throws it to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
And that should do it.
Can't see who he was looking for there. Looks like Braden Allen's who he was looking for, but it was incomplete. So your halftime score is Nevada Tigers 21, the Aurora Hound Dogs 0. Don't go anywhere. We'll have some stats. We'll have some area scores as well. But Hounds trail at home 21-0 to the Nevada Tigers. Once again, you're listening to Hound Dog Football right here on KSWM AM 940. And we are back. You're listening to the halftime show brought to you by the Strike Zone. Go to the Strike Zone for a fun family experience. Enjoy some great food at the 300 Grill. Just had some last night. And make some great memories with family and friends. Dine in or give them a call for takeout at 417-678-6400. Tell my friend Jim Turner that we said hi. Okay, Brant. The halftime show is brought to you by the Strike Zone, and you have some stats, and then we'll take a look at some area scores here in a little bit as well. But not much to report on the Hound Dog side. But what do you got, partner?
No, it's pretty much one-sided right now, as you expect in a 21-0 ball game. Right now, Nevada has 286 total yards, 252 on the ground, 28 in the air, compared to Aurora just have 79 yards. We have 39 in the air, a lot of it on that last drive, and only 40 rushing yards to the team. Leading Aurora is Diaz, the sophomore, with 24 yards. Brackley is leading Aurora with receiving with one catch or a couple catches for 20 yards. The big story tonight is Jackson, Nevada's running back, filling in for Cheney. 201 yards in the half. So
all our stats are unofficial, but we're pretty close.
Right. Give or take, I could be off by 25, and he still had a good half, right? So the kid looks good. The kid is fast. And what did I say? Was he just a – yes, he is just a sophomore. So what a weapon. Be nice to graduate – or
2 years
he
from.
will graduate out with an injury this year, but to replace him with a kid like that.
Yeah, they've had a couple of good running backs the last couple of years, and Sanderson a couple of years ago wasn't too bad as well, but Nevada always has some good athletes. We said Cheney was one of two 2,000-yard rushers last year in the Ozarks, and then one of the better linemen in the area last year. Originally was going to go to Colorado, and then he chose to go to Mizzou.
Yeah.
But they're Class 14, so they do have more kids enrolled in their school. But we will not. We do know one thing. We can guarantee we will not face them again this year. Them being Class 4.
Correct, and
I'm kind of glad about that.
Yeah. I mean, we said this last week, and I think everybody knew this was coming. There's a lot of excitement about the new Big 8, which is pretty much going back to the old Big 8.
Sure.
But with Nevada.
True.
And Nevada's been
and Mac.
And Mac, and Nevada's been in the Big 8 before, but. Right. Week in, week out. I mean, we got Seneca, we got Lamar, we got all these teams coming in.
Lafayette County.
The last time we checked.
Oh, yeah.
Was
giving a teaser?
Yeah, giving a little teaser. Them against Lamar. It was a wow factor for me when you told me.
Yeah, they played 4 quarters, but yeah, and hey, let's give a shout out to the marching band while we're here, because they're out there, and me and Diana live very close in proximity to the high school, and I can hear them early before the sun even comes up out there practicing and stuff, and a lot of folk on their feet checking out the Aurora Marching Band, and a lot of folk, not many's left, Brant, even though Nevada, it looks like across the field they have a pretty good contingency of fans as well. Some of them probably up getting a snack at halftime here, shopping at Kelly Field at the concession stand. But a lot of folks still here for the Aurora Hound Dogs. But once again, give a shout out to the Aurora Marching Band. So before we take another break to pay some respect to some sponsor, some area state-ranked teams. East Newton 18, number 1 in Class 2, Lamar 12 in the second quarter. That was last reported. Number one team in Class 1, Marionville, 8-0 over Forsyth. Forsyth, partner, they're Class 3. They moved to our district this year, remember?
Yeah.
So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. It might be the game of the week. Nixa, 27, Webb City, 21. That was last reported in the second quarter. I have no score on Seneca and Mount Vernon battle of the two top 10 state-ranked teams in the Big 8. Don't know what's going on there. We'll as the broadcast goes on, we'll try to keep an eye on that. Fairgrove 7, Central 0. That was last reported in the first quarter. And looks like Ava, number 7 in the state, 14-0 over Rogersville at halftime. I'm looking for some other Big 8 School, Ducey Stratford 28, Monette 6. That's Aurora's. Okay, now it's 42 to 6. Stratford handling the Cubs, and that is the Aurora's next opponent at Monette next week. I have no score on Matt County. Or you do?
I got Cassville 13, Matt County 0 at half.
Okay, you go ahead. You're more refreshed. Keep going.
Reed Springs 12, Marshville 8. I'm looking.
That's
for
at half?
Yeah, that's at half.
Stockton 13, Miller 6. That was last reported in the second quarter.
Yeah.
No score between Highland, Arkansas, and Mountain Grove in the second quarter last reported. So Lockwood 22, Drexel 16. That was last reported at halftime. But Rolla 7, Hillcrest 0. That was last reported in the first quarter. So I tell you what, we'll step aside, pay respect to some more of these local sponsors, and we'll be back. Once again, the halftime show brought to you by the Strike Zone. We'll be right back. Once again, you're listening to Hound Dog Football on the Talon Network right here on KSWM AM 940. And we are back. Just under 2 minutes on the halftime clock. Getting ready for the third quarter. Brought to you by Manny's Motors. But we'll jump into some more of these halftime scores now as we did get some updates. East Newton trying to shock the Big 8. They lead 18-12 over Lamar at half. Maryville 8, Forsyth 0. That's at half. 27-21. Nixa leaves over Webb City at half. Mount Vernon, Seneca. Seneca 14, Mount Vernon 7. That's at half. We're still middle on that clock, right, Brant?
Minute 5.
Okay. Branson 28, Camdenton 0 at half. Neosho 20, Kickapoo 7 at half. Stratford 42, Monette 6. That was last reported in the second quarter. That's Aurora's next opponent, are the Monette Cubs. Cassville, they have a 13-0 lead over McDonald County at halftime. Reed Springs 12, Marshfield 8. That's at half. Stockton leads Miller 22-6. That's at half as well. All right, so now they're just waiting for less than 30 seconds on the clock here as we're almost for the third quarter. Once again, third quarter is brought to you by Manny's Motors. He is your hometown auto sales and service. Go by and see him at 22 East Church Street, right across the street from the Hound Dog Water Tower for your needed auto repairs, and call to make an appointment or your next service at 417-678-4466. Once again, Manny's Motors, third quarter sponsor, 417-678-4466. And now they are waiting to put time on the clock. It's still zeros. Now it says 12 minutes. So the Hounds getting ready to kick. Let's see who's kicking, Brant. This will be the first kickoff.
Looks like it is Castillo. Eduardo
Eduardo Castillo.
And number 1 back to receive for the Tigers, James.
Oh, quick kick by the Hounds as they try to get it. And let's see, there's a scrum, and they say they got it. Onside kick to start the half, and after that long, they do get it. So, look, Coach Laughman's out there fired up. So, Coach Pitt's fired up.
LJ back with the recovery.
Good job by the Hounds there. And let's see if that.
Settling up here. The officials are coming back together.
Oh, don't even. Come on. Hounds need a break here. Yeah!
Football.
Football justice after a zebra meeting. They do give the Hound Dogs the football. So let's see where they mark it. Looks like the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. I like that call, Brent.
I do. Chad, that may ignite to this offense. Start getting something churning here.
Ignited me.
First down. Yeah, it did.
I'm fired up.
They come back out in the pistol formation. Creasy's back, and it looks like Diaz is back behind him.
Shotgun formation. Now he's man in motion. Creasy looking to run. Now he pitches it, and fumble. They give it right back, Brant. They give it right back.
Gave it right back.
Or was it a forward pass? Was it a forward pass?
I think it was. I think he shoveled it forward.
Yes.
Incomplete
pass. Hey,
we got a break there. You did.
So he did not pitch it backwards. It was a pitch forward, and the Hounds got lucky there. Yeah, that's the first kind of look we've seen of that.
Yeah, it was an option play. It definitely was. Diaz just got in front of Creasy a little bit, and when that defensive back came down on Creasy, he did pitch it forward.
Hey, good call by the refs there, though, because it was a forward pitch pass.
Yeah.
Whew.
Not on purpose.
Oh.
But it was what it was.
Okay, so that kind of stymied the crowd a little bit, kind of confusion here. So here we go for 2nd and 10 from the 44. Now let's see, Creasy's at shotgun formation at the 50. Receiver to each side, and he does look to pass, and he does throw it, and incomplete. Looking for Hadamio at the 40. And I hit him in the
hands too, Chad.
Yeah, I couldn't. The defender kind of shielded me, but I did see the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty decent pass.
Creasy can sling it, I'll tell you that. Now Lara runs the play in to Creasy.
Brings up 3rd down and 10 here. Hound Dogs have to do something with this break they got by recovering this onside kick.
They moved the ball at the end of the first half. Now they need to continue that trend. Shotgun formation is Creasy, and he's looking to throw. Let's see who he's going for. Hadamio, and he overthrew him. Hadamio had a step on the Tiger. He looks like he's back to running well after he was hobbled with that ankle or knee earlier in the first half. I think the Hounds are going to – Creasy staying out there, Brant.
Yep, that brings up 4th down.
4th and 10 from the 44, and they are going to stay out there. Okay. Creasy doesn't play defense, so we're going to keep it. We got 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for the Hound Dogs. Shotgun formation is Creasy, and he does get it, looking to throw, and he chucks it. Rackley was open, but he overthrew him. Rackley was open as he just overthrew him. Man, he had a couple steps on the receiver, on the defender, Brant.
Yep, he found the seam, and that's just something, the sophomore has to get used to, and he will. He will before this season's up. He just put a little too much loft on that ball.
Oh, pretty spiral.
Him. Pretty arm. Yeah, great arm.
Yeah, but turnover on downs for the Hounds. So
they will take over about the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line.
So that whole drive, it's 11:26. That whole drive took 34 seconds. Okay. Now quarterback hands it off, I think, to Jackson around the right side. He gets across the 50. It started on the 44, so about a 6 or 7 yard gain, Brant, as it's right at midfield. So about 6 yards. Is that Jackson? He already passed the 200 mark in the first half. He's looking to add.
Yep. Yeah, unofficially he had 201 yards in the first half.
All right.
So they start off exactly where they left off there in the first half by handing it to Jackson.
And up 3 scores. Probably won't be seeing them aired out much. You wouldn't think. The clock's their friend right now. 2nd and 4. Shotgun formation is Braden. He fakes the handoff, calls his own number, goes around the left side, and now stutters to about the 40. Started at the 50. So another first down for the Tigers, as they have definitely dominated the first down column, as the Hounds had 2 in the first half.
Yeah,
right?
2 first downs in the first half.
All right, so now looking for another turnover are the Hounds. I see one dog with his hands on his hips.
Yeah, they've been putting in a lot of time over there. It's hard to fight in those trenches for that long, especially when you're in defense and you're receiving what the offensive line has for you. And I'll give it to Nevada. They are a big physical team, and there's road graders up there.
Shotgun handoff to Jackson on the left side. He curls across the 40 to about the 38. Let's give some credit. Hadlow, Weeder on the tackle. Weeder's been in there a couple times.
Yeah, we've said his name quite a bit tonight.
Hadlow checking out. Wrinkle checking in. 3 on the gain for the Tigers. Under 10 minutes left here in the third quarter. Once again, brought to you by Manny's Motors.
And the Tigers are not in any hurry at all. They are just coming up, and they're
10 on the play clock.
Down.
What grade's Braden, the quarterback? He hands it off to number 23, Jackson again. Started on the 38.
Braden is a junior.
Okay, so we'll see him again.
So that last carry was by Jackson.
Jackson,
again?
I think they gave him about 5. It's close to 3rd and about 2 or so. So he's been getting chunks and then gashes. I don't know if he's had many negative runs, Jackson.
No, he's. Yeah. I mean, his
he's Mr. Positive.
Shortest carry is 3 yards. No, there's a 2 yard.
Okay.
So
3rd and 3 from the 33. Threes are wild here. Let's see what the Hounds defense does here. And he has to pick it up. He just has to fall forward, and he keeps going to about the 30. That's going to be right at the sticks. Depends on forward. They didn't even want to measure. Okay. They just said first down.
Another first down for the Tigers. That is 8 this game. 2nd of the half.
1st and 10 from the 30. They reset the downs, and like you said, no hurry here. They break the huddle at 8:13 on the play clock. Nevada going from right to left on your dial. 8:20 and counting here in the third quarter. And he hands off to who else but Jackson. He spins into another Hound dog. Good pursuit by the Hounds. And that was Braden Allen along with a couple other dogs, but he was initially stopped. He tried to spin out of it, and good job by the Hound dog defense to contain him there.
Yep, and there's your negative carry right there, first of the night for Jackson.
Okay.
He lost one on the play,
Well,
so good job by the dogs.
Should have said that about a quarter ago, huh?
Right.
Second and 11. They did go backwards, like my partner said here. 1 yard. Second and 11 from 31. Here comes that crowd. Student section, no, they're not setting. They're fired up, trying to help the Hounds defense here. Braden does look to pass, and he does find a man out on the flat, sandwiched on the sideline. Let's see who that was to, 20?
Number 20.
Is that old Buck again? Yeah, old Kobe Buck. Got to look out for him. 6'1", 190-pound running back. And they got some athletes, Brant. I mean, other than Jackson.
Yeah. It's not just a one-trick pony here. They got two or three guys that could.
So they're inside the red zone. Hounds trying to keep them out of the end zone here. 21-0 your score. Right, approaching 7 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Once again, brought to you by Manny's Motors. And he hands off. Nothing there as he's dogpiled as that Tiger. Let's wait and see. Call some names. Braden Allen. Let's see who else is. Cuthbert's in there. Let's see who else. Who do you see? Who else is in there? I saw Brennan Diaz in there as well. So no gain on the play, but that was some hard hitting.
That was. They stood him up and all took turns hitting him, it looked like right there.
No giving up. So second and 10, no gain on the play. So they've had a couple stoppages here, but looking to get the ball back. Now we're approaching under 6.5 left here. And it's almost time for a drink. All right, so they hand it off to Jackson, does Braden. He wiggles and nothing there.
Not much there either.
It's on the far side. It's hard to see who was on the tackle.
He may have picked up one on that one.
Brody Seitz in there. And it's time for a drink. Drinky. Yep.
There it is.
They're on it.
Yeah.
That's right. 5:59 left here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Manny's Motors. And once again, I think we do, Brant. I think it's time for a sportsmanship reminder brought to you by Access Family Care. They have locations in Aurora, Mount Vernon, Cassville, Neosho, and Joplin.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others at the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners, and they're also vital to preserving a fine sports tradition. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message was brought to you by your friends at Missouri State High School Athletic Association and Talon Media.
Thank you, Brant. Once again, that sportsmanship reminder brought to you by Access Family Care. This broadcast also brought to you by Architectural Systems. They have locations in Aurora, Granby, and Monette. Go to asi-mo.com and click on the career tab for more info, or stop by any of their 3 locations for an application. A lot going on here. Hounds looking for a stop. Oh, here comes that crowd. 3rd and 9 from the 17. Let's see what Coach Pitts and that defense dials up here. Braden in shotgun formation. Nevada bunched up, almost motion. They give it to Jackson on the right side. He keeps his legs going, and he's got to be close to the sticks, Brant.
It looked like he picked up about 7 there. So it's going to bring up 4th. They're going to give him, 7.
2 or 3 yards.
Yeah.
There's some space there between the 4 down marker and the
short 3, long 2.
Okay. They're on the far side, so it may take both of us to see, especially if they go on the right side. See if they use this long side of the field here on the left side, or they stick with that. 4th and 3 from the 11, 5:20 and counting here in the third. And he's looking to, he gives it to Jackson on the right side, and he's cut up, but it's close. We can't see.
It's close, but I don't think so.
No, that was Braden Allen. Yes, turnover on downs.
Good job, Hound Dogs.
Good job by Braden Allen there.
And you know, as lopsided as this game is, it's a 21-0 game. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. If the Hound Dogs could get something going, they could get themselves right back into this.
Oh, yeah. They've led a couple big plays, hurt them, but that offense has sputtered at times. It showed some light. There was some life before half, and Creasy's had some opportunities, and he's also, honestly, he's also had some drop balls.
Yeah.
He really has.
I'd like to see him try to get Diaz out here on the edge a little bit. It seems like we've found some success kind of running outside against this Tiger team instead of right at the teeth of the defense.
First and 10 from the 9 for the Hounds. So 91 yards to go. Hand off to the up back. Is that Diaz?
I think that was Diaz.
Kind of looks like it. Not much there. Well, they give him a couple, maybe? They ain't moving the stick much
They're not
over there,
moving
are
the
they?
sticks now.
So no gain
like
on the
no
play.
Gain.
So 4:45 and counting here. Looks like Brennan Diaz coming off the field. So
is that Laura back there, tailback, number 10? We're going to have to get some binoculars.
Yeah, it's dark. Oh, we got some motion here. Creasy in shotgun. He's looking for Carpenter. He's held up. And once again, they wanted the flag. But once again, Creasy has to give the receivers a little more time to run under that ball because he's got a cannon.
And it looked like Carpenter beat the D-back off the line.
He had a step. I thought
and
there
it
was
looked
maybe
like the D-back was holding it.
I thought so.
Yeah, it could have got a flag there. It should have.
Should have.
Drawn a flag.
2 flags for Nevada all night? They've been pretty disciplined, huh?
Yeah, they don't. Yep, 2 all night.
Okay. 3rd and 10 from the 9. So Hounds need to get it out of the shadows of that north end zone. They did stop the clock with 4:22. So shotgun formation is Creasy. He's looking to throw it again, and he's got a man. Hadamio and dropped it again. Another drop. So we're going to have to punt.
4th down, 4th and 10, and the Hound Dogs will punt for the first time this half. They punted 4 times in the first half.
Yep.
Still only 2 first downs the entire game.
Yeah, and Carpenter has, unfortunately, he may need to ice that boot down in the morning as he's going to come out and punt again.
Looks like number 10, Mason Majors, senior for the Tigers, is back deep to receive. Jaden is punting from his end zone. Last time he did this, he kicked it over the 50. Yeah. So
let's get it out of there. And he has another good-looking
one
punt. Over his head, bounce to the 50 again. The Tigers going to have to let it roll. And
Rackley's down there again.
Doing what he does best is snap it to Jaden and then go down it. Is a good job by Jaden to get it out of there and flip the field. They're going to say 38-yard line. And what was that? It started on the 9. The line of scrimmage was the 9.
Yeah, it's a 52, 53-yard punt by Jaden.
Yeah, we're going to have to use a lifeline to add that punt up, huh?
Yeah. Math is hard.
On the fly.
Yeah,
it really is.
yeah.
Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 38. 4:07 left here in the third quarter. Once again, brought to you by Manny's Motors. Okay, Nevada's back on the field on the offensive side, and Braden. Oh, his legs. Let's see what the Hounds do here. He almost. Well, okay, that's going to be a loss as Jansen Hunt went past the quarterback, but that was just a bad snap. Started on the 38. Let's see where the quarterback downed it. Back about the 23.
Yeah.
That was about a 15-yard loss on the play.
Snap never got to him. Just kind of rolled across the ground right between his legs.
I don't think he's been under center one time tonight. He's been shotgun the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And I don't blame him getting nervous trying to pick that up with big old Jansen Hunt bearing down on me.
Yeah. 2nd and 6 from the 22 now. So after the punt, the Tigers go back 16 yards. Now he's going to hand it off to his safety valve, Jackson, and somehow he gets through the middle and then some, and he makes a move to across the 45, and he got all those lost yards on the snap, Another Hound slow to get up, and, man, this number 23 is looking like an all-conference running back tonight.
Yeah, another 24-yard gain. So he has 48 already in this half.
Wow.
Bring his total unofficially to about 249 yards on the ground tonight.
3rd and 3. It's still 3rd down for the Tigers, even though after that 23-yard run by Jackson. Braden in shotgun formation, waits the snap, and he does get it. And he hands it off to Jackson, and he does get across the sticks, across the 50, to about the 4. Well, they're going to call him back, but he did get a first down. So, no, they put it on the 50, so still a 5-yard gain or so. He only needed 3, but more importantly, he moves the sticks again. Man, that's a good-looking sophomore.
It is.
He's got some flash.
But also, that's when you run the ball up the middle like that, it's not just your running back. He's a great running back, not taken away from him, but his offensive line, they are doing their job tonight and moving the Hound Dogs out of the way.
Yep, they are. I don't know.
I think we stopped the clock, and the ref said, nope, keep that puppy running.
Okay. Midfield, 1st and 10 from the 50 for the Tigers. Shotgun formation is their quarterback, Braden. He hands it off to Jackson again. He gets a couple. They like that right side, don't they?
They do. They found something over there. The Hound Dogs are starting to send their linebackers every single play. They're creeping up, and they are going at the snap of the ball. So Coach Pitts is doing everything he can to try to stop that inside run of the Tigers.
They only gave him 1 on the play, so it's one of Jackson's shorter runs on the night.
2nd down and 9. Minute 50 left in the 3rd quarter, 21-0. No score here in the second half yet, but
nope.
21-0 Tigers.
That's right. 2nd and 9. He waits the shotgun snap. Man in motion. He hands it off to 4 on the sweep run side. Good tackle. Let's give credit.
That's
Hunt. That is Jansen Hunt. He tripped the Tiger up right when he was trying to run by him, and I don't know, no gain.
Yeah, I don't think he got one.
Nah, don't give him one.
Don't give him any yards?
No.
Yeah.
Good tackle by Hunt. No. All right, another big crucial 3rd down here.
And
as the clock is ticking under a minute and a half, we're at a minute 10 with 15 on the play clock. Do they pass here, or do they try to get closer to running the quarter out? 9 on the play clock. Now it's down to 6. 5, and he hands it off. Can't see number 14. Good tackle. Good tackle.
Tackle from behind by Weeder again.
Weeder again. Yeah. Who was that, 14 on the carry?
Yep, 14 was just his 2nd carry tonight. Maybe picked up
John Collins. Okay, 4th down. Do they?
They're going for it.
They punted? They haven't punted once.
We might see this. Yeah,
they did.
Once
they
in
did
the first
pooch
half.
punt.
Yep, I think they're going to do the same thing here. It looks like Braden is a little deeper in the shotgun than he normally is. Who went back? Is that Mooneyham that went back?
No, it's Hadamio.
Is it?
Yeah, and he did pooch punt it.
Ooh, shank.
Out of bounds.
Shankopotamus right off the side of his foot. Only about a 12-yard punt there.
Well, that
Braden.
was huge.
So Aurora will take over the ball somewhere around the 36.
Yeah.
So defense is hanging in there this half with only 17 seconds left. Hadn't allowed the Tigers to score a big goal line stop earlier and stopped there with a bad punt.
Well, that shanked punt was brought to you by Ed Leahy, American Family Insurance. He's there to help protect you no matter what your insurance needs are. Give him a call at 417-678-2244. Okay, 17 seconds left. Get a positive play here, and maybe we're a 4-quarter team. Hounds have not given up any points in the second half this year so far. All right, Creasy fakes the handoff, throws it out. It's caught. I can't see who it is on the far side.
Diaz.
Is it Diaz? Started on the 36. They knocked the sticks down. Did he get a first down?
I think it was a pickup of about 8 is
Okay.
what it looked like to me.
So that stops the clock. Another completion for Creasy.
That was a good-looking play there. They faked a handoff and kind of rolled out with a quarterback, and Diaz kind of ran a wheel route there, and he did. He picked up 8 on that one. That was a good-looking play, good-looking design, and the Hound Dogs move the ball, show a little life here as the third quarter begins to close out. 9 seconds left.
Shotgun is Creasy. Hands it off. And looks like that was Brennan Diaz, and he goes backwards. That does take us out of the third quarter. So after an 8-yard gain on first down, let's see where they spot that. I'm waiting for the spot.
May have been about a loss of 2 there.
Put it about the 41 or 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So third and a long 5 to start the fourth quarter.
All right. So we'll be back with the fourth quarter, brought to you by Mount Maple Century 21 Family Tree. You're listening to Hound Dog Football right here on KSWM AM 940. Nevada 21, Hound Dog 0. We're going to the fourth quarter. All right, we are back with the fourth quarter, brought to you by Mount Maple Century 21 Family Tree, and the Hounds lead 21-0. Hounds going from right to left on your dial. 3rd and 5 from the 41-yard line. Shotgun to Creasy, fakes the handoff, looking to pass, and he
in and out of the
hands of the receiver, and that was Tarek Rackley.
Yeah, so good pass, just in and out of the hands again.
He's had a couple of those tonight in his defense. So. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Mount Maple Century 21 Family Tree. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Let Century 21 Family Tree help you with that transition. Give them a call at 417-678-2121. We going for it?
Nope. Jaden Carpenter's back out there.
We have called his name a lot for the wrong reasons tonight, huh?
Yeah. He's a good special teamer, but I would rather not see him out there.
4th and 5 from the 41. He does get another punt and gets this one off. It's going to bounce about the 22-yard line. And the Tiger goes ahead and picks it up. And Tarek Rackley tackles him.
Right there.
Or no, that was Jacek Rackley. I'm sorry. 2 Rackleys on the field. But Jacek, once again, that was pretty what's the word I'm looking for by that Tiger there?
Gutsy?
Gutsy, okay.
Yeah.
He did not need to do that.
Right now he's going over to his coach. Coach says, good job, way to cover it up. Don't ever do
that again.
Yeah.
That could have been huge for the Hounds to get the ball on a turnover right there. But more importantly, now that defense has to stop the clock or stop the Tigers here because we're in the fourth quarter. Each team with 3 timeouts, but now the quarterback, okay. So I'd say he was walking towards the sideline, but they just started the play clock. So still 15 on the play clock as the Tigers are in huddle.
Yeah, Tigers take over on the 18 here. So a lot of field. Hound Dogs need to get the ball back quickly. They can't have another big drive.
I'm no fortune teller, but Jackson's probably going to get some dose.
Yeah.
And it does go to him. He goes on the left side this time, dashes across the 25. He's going to get 6 or 7, depending on where they say he was down. He's not far. I'm not going to say it, but he's well over 200 and then some.
Yeah.
Hound's got to find a way to stop him here in the fourth quarter.
And that's the thing. He is what I like to call a north-south runner. He gets that ball and he cuts it. He's 1 or 2 cuts. He doesn't dance a lot. He doesn't juke a lot. No. He hits that hole, finds that sliver of daylight, and he hits it hard, gets just like that. Yep. He got 4 or 5 yards.
And handoff again to him, and this time he's lassoed down short of the 30. Another maybe 3. I think it's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Tigers. Oh, no, wait. They'd already moved the chains, so it was a first down.
Another first down. That's 5 this half, 11 total for the Tigers. And we knew this was going to be a tall task. We knew they were a big physical team. So right now he has 23 carries, Jackson does. So he is definitely the bell count,
For how many?
unofficially 265 yards.
Oh, boy. All right, 1st and 10 from the 48. And fake the handoff.
Gets it.
Good job by the defense there. Who trailed the quarterback and took him out? Who's getting up? Is that Hunt? Jansen Hunt.
Was it Jansen Hunt? Yeah, it was.
Good job
Jansen
by
Hunt.
him to just jump on the quarterback's back and not let him get much of anything. Maybe gave him a half a yard.
Yeah, maybe got to
Don't get him nothing.
I'm not getting
No gain on
nothing.
the play.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you got a running back that has 265 yards. We ain't giving you none.
All right, under 10 minutes now. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Braden in shotgun formation again. Hounds looking to stop him. They hand it off to Jackson. He gets across the 35
Still
and
going.
40. Started on the 27. Going to give him a baker's dozen on that one?
Yep.
About 13.
12 or 13 yards, good enough for another first down.
The good thing is Jackson's running off the field. He's getting a breather.
Right.
But bad thing is Tigers get another first down, and the chain gang's keeping busy over there on that far sideline. And now we're at 9:40 and counting. So let's see if Braden calls his own number or he hands it off to another fellow Tiger, somebody not named Jackson. He's doing good with the play clock, letting it tick down. It's on 5, still in no hurry for the junior. And I think they jumped. They jumped with 3 on the play clock, and it was 1st and 10 from the 40. And, yep, as far as I remember, the Tigers still only got two penalties all night.
2 penalties.
Very disciplined. Yep. There could have been 1 or 2 that they missed. We thought that a receiver might have been held a time or 2 for the Hounds, but for the most part, you got to hand it off to Nevada for being disciplined here on the road at Kelly Field.
And they are.
Cody Childress, old 2018 graduate, I believe. All right, 1st and 5 from the 45. 9 minutes. And ball on the play. I think the Hounds got it. They did.
I couldn't tell who jumped on it.
Bring it out. Who was it? He's still down. Let's see. Jansen
Hunt.
He's got a motor, don't he?
He does.
He won the takeaway with Braden, the quarterback, on the grass.
Looked like another jet sweep option. The slot guy goes in motion. Quarterback's reading somebody.
Inside the 40 here, Brent.
Yeah, I think he tried to hand it, but the running back tried to give it back, and then Jansen Hunt was right there to grab the ball.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Creasy in shotgun, looking to score. He gets the snap and throws it. Hadamio caught it.
Yes.
On the 34-yard line, just past the 35. So about a 5-yard gain on that. Quickly. 2-minute offense here.
We're going to get a shot to see what Creasy can do in a 2-minute situation.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And Creasy gets the snap, looking to throw it. And pretty spiral. He's open on the far sideline.
Was that Allen?
Rackley or Allen?
That's Rackley. Rackley with another catch.
Number 7. Good job by him. Falling out of bounds. It started on the 34. Let's see where they inside the red zone. It's on that far side. Another first down brought to you by Petty Law Office. We've been waiting for that. On the 11, Brant. All right. 1st and 10. Creasy looking to throw again. Flag on the play. And incomplete. Let's see if the Tigers were in the neutral zone or if one of the Hounds got out of their stance a little too fast.
I think we got out of our stance a little too fast.
Come on. Illegal shift. Illegal shift by the Hounds. Another self-inflicted wound there. But it does stop the clock to gather themselves.
But you saw the arm of Creasy on that, putting it on Rackley, and Rackley went up there and grabbed it. Did a great job, great route, good hands, and brought it down. So,
okay. Says 2nd and 10 from the 11.
2nd and 15. Should be 2nd.
Wait, okay, I was waiting for the scoreboard.
No, 1st and 15. 1st and 15.
1st and 15 from the 16. So they can still get a first down. Oh, a fumble. they just give it back to the Tigers.
Yep, same thing happened to the Hound Dogs between the running back and the quarterback.
That's twice they've. Oh, that's deflating right there.
Yeah. These
Hounds
are
had
the growing
something.
pains.
Hounds had something cooking and give it away again.
That is 2 fumbles tonight by the Hound Dogs. But that's been tonight. 8:07 left, 21-0. No one scored this half.
Nope.
Still 21-0 Nevada.
Well, they got the takeaway they needed, but then they give it away. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 22 for Nevada, and Jackson gets it. Not much there. He tried to get to the 25. Brody Seitz on the tackle.
Maybe a gain of 2.
Cutbirth on the tackle. Diaz on the tackle. Friendly 2. Most of those defenders for the Hounds, some of them been having to play both ways, Brant. Starting to get a little tired.
Yeah.
Proud of the effort, but they got to somehow come up with another stop or takeaway here because we're at 7.5 and counting. Braden lets the play clock get to 5, and he snaps it, fakes the pass, and hands it off around the left side. Did not see if it was Bodie Thorpe again. So somebody other than Jackson gets the ball in their breadbasket, and a short gain on the play.
You know, we have seen an improvement for the run defense of the Hound Dogs this half.
Yeah.
I mean, we still got some runs by Jackson, but overall, they have kind of shut the big plays down and kept them in check this half.
Under 7 now on the clock. 3rd and 6, another big down for the Hound Dog defense here. Braden lets 5 go to the play clock, hands it off to who else? For Jackson. Nothing there. I think this is going to force a punt. There's no, it was Jackson. One of the shorter gains of the night. So let's see if they let it tick down, because they are on the 27-yard line, 4th and 5. Why would you go for this?
They're not.
Another pooch punt.
Another pooch punt. Last one didn't turn out so well. Unless they're going to run a fake here, but I don't think so this late in the game. Hadamio
They may even let it go down and call a timeout, Brant.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do.
They're going to let it click down and call timeout with 1. Yep.
There it is.
Okay, so this timeout, once again, brought to you by Heller Heat and Air. Give them a call for your fall furnace checkup at 417-678-0402. That stop. Wait, you know what they did?
Water break?
Wait a minute. They got a free timeout?
Yeah, they did. It's water break
When the
time.
play clock was going down to 1. Oh, I don't like this new rule. I mean, the timeouts, Nevada's probably going to take a couple home with them in their back pocket anyway, right?
Right.
But come on, man. They knew that there was are you telling me that they knew there was a 2-second differential and the ref whispered to him, that we're going to call timeout at 5:59 anyway? Yeah. I get the player's safety.
Right.
I get them staying hydrated, but it's like automatic now. You can just stop play in the middle of the quarter.
But
come on.
Nevada has one of the legends of the area coaching their team too. That coach knew.
Wes Beechler?
Yeah, Wes told him.
Dude.
Coach Beechler told him, we got us a water break coming. It's 70 degrees. We don't need it, but we're going to take a water break.
I thought they were saying, hey, with 1 on the play clock, we want to call timeout. But they knew the free water break was coming.
He's not very deep, Chad, but
No,
he is
he's
going to
not.
pooch punt it.
Okay.
Hadamio, get back.
He got that one on the 30. He changes direction, goes to the 40, the 45, spins across right at midfield. About a 20-yard gain on the play. Once again, that punt was brought to you by Ed Leahy American Family Insurance. He's there to help protect you no matter what your insurance needs are. And I will say this broadcast is also brought to you by Crafton Cantrell, where they honor your loved ones with caring and compassionate care at Crafton Cantrell. Their goal is to lighten your burden in your time of sorrow. And this is also brought to you by Grant Baker Shelter Insurance. He's proudly been serving Aurora and the surrounding area for over 20 years. Give him a call at 417-678-5404 5404. 5:35 left, 50 yards to go. Shotgun formation. 5 receivers, 3 to one side. Now Hadamio in motion. Creasy looking to throw. He's had time, and now he's flustered. Goes across the 45. Gets knocked out of bounds. Almost a late hit, but the Tigers knock him out of bounds with good scramble by Creasy there.
Yeah, showed some wheels.
7 or 8?
7.
Okay. That does stop the clock.
I'm going to give him 8.
Yeah, okay, give him 8 to stay great.
That's right.
Okay, so what? 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield. Sean Creasy, shotgun formation. He's looking to throw quickly, and he does to number 2, Braden Allen. Another catch, and I think that is going to be a first down. Once again, brought to you by Pettit Law Office. Give them a call for all your local legal needs at 417-678-2187. Allen's got to get in a hurry here, as it's 5:20 and counting. They're up to the 36-yard line. Still 5 receivers out. 3 to one side, to the right. Man in motion's Rackley. Now Creasy's going to spin. Throws it to number 2. On the outside, he's looking to get down to the 5 or so. That's Braden Allen. It started on the 36, and he took a stutter step by the Tiger defender. Good job by Braden. Started on the 36. We'll wait and see where they spot him after out of bounds, but that stops the clock with 5:03. Where's he at?
34-yard gain.
He's on the 8.
He's on the 8.
1st and 8. The chain gang throws the sticks down. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Brody Sides to your left. There is a receiver on the far side to your right. They're running out of the eye now. Under center, and they give it to Cutbirth, and he gets inside the 5, fighting for some yards. Good job by Matt. And we're on the maybe 3. They gave him a bad spot. They said the 4-yard line. I thought he fell forward a little bit more than that, but he got half of it. So it's 2nd goal from the 4. Tick, 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 tick. 4:40 and counting. Running out of the eye again. 1 receiver to each side. Creasy's going to call his own number. Sneak, and he's right there.
They're going to put him right on the goal line.
2 or 3. We might have to do the same thing again, Brant. Creasy got 3. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Get back on the ball and run it again.
4:20 and counting.
Tush push.
And do they get him in? Let's see. They said they're waiting for the sign.
What are we waiting on?
What are we waiting on? The clock is still ticking. Come on, man. What are you? What? I've never seen that. He's in for a touchdown. Who was that? Creasy? Sean Creasy. Look at Cutbirth. He's slowed. All right, that took some extra there. So 4th quarter.
And on that drive, man, we got to see some of the attributes of Creasy. He made a couple throws there,
yes, he
especially
did.
to Braden Allen. And Allen put on a little show out there at wide receiver. Now we get a first glimpse at Bigfoot here, Edward Castillas. Last year he went 7 for 8 in PATs against Marshfield.
No, it was
Hollister, same thing.
Okay, Eddie, welcome back. Here we go. Edward Castillo.
There's a
with
snap.
The kick, and
no problem.
Good. That was almost went over the
What
track.
do we got a flag for? I think we got a roughing the holder there on Nevada. That's going to go on the be put on the kickoff. I'm pretty sure.
That's on them. Okay, so I got to play catch up here. Okay, you be the mustard, and I'll be the catch up. That touchdown was brought to you by Grant Baker Shelter Insurance. Give him a call for all your insurance needs at 417-678-5404. And that extra point was brought to you by Craft and Cantrell, where they honor your loved ones with caring and compassionate care. And then
I don't even know what it means to be the mustard man. I will try here. But back to what I was saying, you saw Creasy throw the ball on the move.
Coach Pitts is talking to the ref right now.
I think they're trying to decide where they're going to take it.
Coach
Pitts is going to take it on the kickoff. He's not going to take points off the board, I don't think.
No. 21-7 is your score. And it's not time yet, but it is time. It is time for the kickoff in a second.
If you could find it up there. We have so many great sponsors, man. It's hard to get all these red on time because
dark.
This community is just coming behind this football team.
Well, they're still talking.
Yeah.
It didn't disappear. Don't kick off your next project without a trip to Forge and Build True Value in Aurora, Missouri. You'll find all the supplies and tools you need for any project. Give them a call at 417-678-4488. Okay, so 4:01 left here in this contest. Fourth quarter once again brought to you by Matt Maple Citrus Tournament Family Tree. And the Dogs get on the board. And they still have all 3 timeouts, but is there another onside kick coming here?
I don't know. They should be kicking off the 50. You have nothing to lose here.
No, not even the 50.
Oh, the 45. Oh. So, yeah, I would say you got an onside kick going here just because if they recover it, you have nothing to lose.
No, they still got to go 60-some yards.
Right.
So
definitely, Coach.
Now who's going to – they're going to come out of this pile real quickly. Who's teeing it up? They're bunched in there. Is it Eddie?
They snuck Brody Sights out of the huddle. He was spied by one of the Nevada guys.
Yep, they did it again.
Didn't go 10 yards, Chad.
No, I saw that.
It was close. It went about 8.5.
They snuck Brody out of the huddle.
Yeah.
Good try. So where are they going to take over?
They should take over about the 46, I believe. 47.
Okay.
Because there will be an illegal touching penalty added onto this one.
Well, that was a good-looking drive by the Hounds last time, Brant.
It was. I like what I see.
Yeah.
Out of Creasy at quarterback and out of our receiving corps.
Yeah, you take away. He's probably had a half dozen drops tonight, 4 to 6.
Yep, I would say so.
So that changes some dynamics as well.
Yeah.
And now the refs are still having a meeting of the minds. Okay.
Now, Coach Beechler have a decision to make. Do you want to re-kick or do you want to add the penalty on to where it was touched? And we still don't know.
No. 4:01 left in this contest.
21-7 against, I believe, one of the better teams in the Big 8 Conference.
Yes, Action Jackson's for real, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he is. So they will take over about the 43, it looks like. First and 10 from the 43. Is Jackson still going to be in there, or is Coach going to set him and rest him?
No, he's going to stay in there. It's only a 2-score game here, in my opinion. They're all my own, but yeah, he gives it to who else? I think that was Jackson, but he ran it into a hound dog wall.
Yeah, he gets nothing.
Hunt getting up. Sights in there. Wrinkle in there on the tackle as well. They give him one, just being generous, but there wasn't much there. Okay, all 3 timeouts left here. This is a big play right here, Brant, because if they stop them to a minimum gain here, Coach Pitts may use one. He wants that ball back for an opportunity. Anything can happen. And they're running the play clock down. 8 on the play clock. 5, and they snap it and give it to 23, or no, was that 4?
I think it was Jackson.
Jackson again gets up to midfield. Started on the 44. Yeah, it was Jackson. 6 more yards. So this is a big critical third down here. Third and a short 2.5 to 3 yard line. This is big.
And I think this is where you have to sell out on defense. I think you have to send the linebackers. You bring the house.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 from midfield. It's third down. Come on. They're still 15 on the play clock. I will give it to the quarterback. He's been a good game manager.
Yeah.
He's letting that clock tick. He's going to keep it or hand it off here. 3 on the play clock, and he hits it to who? Jackson. And he gets across the 47 to the 45. And, yes, unfortunately, that's going to be a first down. And now Jackson's slow to get up. Or 28. 28 slow to give up. So was that Jackson or 28 on the carry?
I think that was Jackson. He's still out there.
Okay. Caden Klump gets off the field on his own.
Timeout Aurora with 2:28 left
Aurora.
in the fourth quarter. 21-7 Nevada.
Okay, once again, that timeout brought to you by Heller Heat and Air. Give them a call, especially for fall coming around the corner, folks. I think we got like 16 more days till fall. So if you haven't had your furnace checked yet, give them a call at 417-678-0402. And
you still get drink breaks in the fall?
I don't. I mean, yeah, I think they go from water to hot cocoa. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, that's a change from what we have grown up, not only watching and playing, but then I don't know. Especially, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But with that going down, so it's like it's a magic.
Yeah.
It's magic until they.
Well, most years you need it. It's a player safety thing in your first 3 or 4
but just
games.
knowing, there's a 2-second differential in the play clock, and I know he's going to call timeout at 5:59. So let's just start walking off the field now.
Yeah.
First and 10. Wait, why are they ticking the clock? It was coming off a timeout. Yeah, they started the clock before this. You bet. 2:28. So, yep, got it. Perfect. So they started the clock out of a timeout.
Yeah.
So, fat fingers happen.
It happens.
Okay, first and 10 from the 46. So now they don't matter about the play clock yet because the clock stopped. More importantly, Hound's going to try to tug that ball away from the Tigers. And this time they give it to number 2, and he gets across the 40. And was that old Bodie?
That was Bodie
That
Thorpe.
was old Bodie Thorpe. No relation to Jim, I hope, but still almost another first down. And now the Hounds only have 2 timeouts left, Brant. And I don't know if you call one now because one more yard and it's another first down.
Yeah,
Tigers are another first down away from this game being over.
Yeah, if they get a first down here, they can milk the clock down.
Yep.
Way under a minute.
Yep.
So the chance of happy birthdays coming from the crowd. Someone's birthday. Happy birthday.
Well, we'll ring the bell for them. Happy birthday. 1:45 left, and they do hand it off to Jackson, and he's cut down across the 35 to about the 34. Another 3-yard gain, but I think they got the first down. They only needed 1. So Hounds still have 2 timeouts left, but they're winding it again.
I expect Coach Pitts to probably, if he wants to, take one after this first play.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it does any good in the big scheme of things.
No. I mean, couple big plays. The 76-yard run TD and then another 70-some-yard run in the first half were big. Jet sweep, reverse to number 4 for the Tigers. Kind of reversing it around a little bit. And that's old Jet Snyder. Hound's going to burn one.
They do burn a timeout here.
Okay.
So 1 timeout left for the Hound Dogs. 59 seconds remain on the clock.
Well, Cutburst playing with some heart, dude. You can tell.
He's not 100 out there right now.
He's not 100%, no. So next week, Hounds hitting the road again. This time playing another familiar foe, Monette Cubs. It's been a couple years since we played them, Brant.
Right.
As there's no Big 8 East and West no more. Now everybody's in the same boat, so to speak, with 9. I know. Yeah. We know how to add, but there's 9 teams in the Big 8 this year. But we had 14 last year.
Yeah.
But we haven't played them since I think it was 21, and we went over there. But that will be an interesting matchup. It looks like both Monette and Aurora will probably looks like 0-2 going in for that win. And I did hear It's the first home game for Monette, but they also picked us as their homecoming date next Friday.
There's some bulletin board material right there. They picked you.
Yeah, they had 4 home games this year, but they decided to pick the Hounds.
Yeah, next week will be polar opposite of this game. Big physical Nevada team, and then we go play Coach Mock, which I think they threw 55 times last week.
Yeah.
So they are an air attack game.
Yeah, that'll be interesting over there in Monette at Burl Fowler Stadium. Hand off to who else but Jackson, and I think it was.
I don't think that was Jackson.
No, it wasn't. No, you're right. No, it
was Jackson.
Hey, what are you calling me, a liar?
Well, you never know. You never know.
No, when in doubt, pick Jackson.
Right. Right.
Well, he's close to 300 on the night. He's not far from it. He's definitely knocking on that door, and probably a personal high for him in his short
I would hope
career.
so. He's a sophomore.
Right. But the people at home might not have known that.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't have a 400 game in his pocket somewhere.
No. Well, he may have in JV the way this guy plays.
Yeah.
But that was the last time out by the Hounds. Once again, brought to you by Heller Heat and Air. Give them a call for your fall furnace checkup at 417-678-0402. And we'll be getting to the hard hit sponsor in the post game. That's Hudson Collision. We had a couple chances there, but I think we might have that one. We'll have to talk off air in the post game. Don't go anywhere after the game, because we will have the post game show brought to you by Doty Trash Service. We'll also have the post game coaches interview brought to you by Connery and Welding, and then we'll also pick a player of the game brought to you by Tom Williams Machine Shop. All right, 53 seconds left in the ball game. Hounds are out of timeouts. Victory formation is the Tigers, and they do snap it, and they'll have to do that one more time. So Hounds last year 3-1 at home at Kelly Field, Brant, and now going to start the season off 0-1 at Kelly Field. But we got more chances because we got 5 regular season home games this year, trying for that 6-1 if we get a top 4 seed in the district. But that was the last snap, and that will be the ball game. So with your score, Nevada Tigers 21, the Aurora Hound Dogs 7. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the post-game show. Coach Brandon Pitts will address Hound Dog Nation, address his team, and then he will make his way up to the press box, the Clark Center press box. So Hounds take one, a loss at home, but we will be back with the post-game show here after a while. Once again, you've been listening to Hound Dog Football on the Talon Network right here on KSWM AM 940. Postgame show brought to you by Adobe Trash Service. Don't start a project without contacting them first. They make the cleanup easy. Give them a call at 417-678-1350. A lot going on here, Brant, and I'll wait to get some scores, but you got some stats that you want to share with the general public?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, on the stats side, Nevada kind of put it to Aurora. They had a lot more yards. I mean, Jackson himself, unofficially 299 yards on the ground. So
he may get credited with 300, but he's right there either way.
Right. So big game by them. 365 total rushing yards on the ground compared to Aurora's 59. Bright spot for Aurora. Creasy did have 118 yards tonight in the air.
Okay.
Looked good once they got into that 2-minute groove where he got to throw more than one pass every possession. So that is a bright spot. And it was a 21-7 game, Chad.
Right.
We knew this was going to be a tough opponent. And they turned out to be big physical guys. Next week, we go to Monette. It'll be more we'll able to execute a little bit more because they won't be as physical. And, I'm not saying it's going to be a gimme game. There are no gimme games in the game. It's going to be a good game. But we're going to see more of who Aurora can be. And I really think this team, this Hound Dog team, they keep growing and maturing. They're going to sneak up on some people this year. And by the end of the year, I just got a text from one of my friends. They said, who knows, by the end of the year, get some more experience out of these young players. We could surprise some people.
Yeah, most definitely. I will give a cheater score. Aurora's next opponent is Monette. Last report, Stratford 69, Monette 14. So they're susceptible to giving up some, not only some yards, but some points as well. So still got to give some scores and stuff. And Coach Pitts is on his way up. And that will be the post-game coaches interview brought to you by Conran Welding, where they specialize in fencing, equipment repair, railings, corrals, and much more. To schedule your next project or repair, give Conran Welding a call at 417-229-6353. You want to refresh your scores as well.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break, and we will be joined by Coach Brandon Pitts shortly here. But once again, the post-game show brought to you by Doty Trash Service, and we got to give a hard-hit collision by a hard-hit nominee as well. So we got to talk about that. So we are going to step aside. We will be back here in a second with the coaches interview with Coach Brandon Pitts. You're listening to Hound Dog Football right here on KSWM AM 940. Give them a call before you start your next project at 417-678-1350. And now we are joined, excuse me, by Coach Brandon Pitts. And the coach's interview is brought to you by Conran Welding. Schedule your next project or repair. Give Conran Welding a call at 417-229-6353. And Coach Brandon Pitts is joined with us now. And a lot of folk at Kelly Field tonight. And we were bragging on the crew that takes care of the field. Beautiful plush grass tonight, beautiful weather as well. A lot of Hound Dog fans in the community packed in here tonight, and we knew we were going to face a very good Nevada Class 4 team, putting 44 on the board last week against Monette, and you guys held them to 21. But it's your interview. Talk about your players and your effort and the game tonight, Coach.
Well, first of all, the field always looks great. Our maintenance crew does a really good job, and they paint it, and they save us a lot of headache by doing that. And then they do it. They take a lot of pride in what they do. So, we love playing here. Our community showed out. It's a tale of two halves, and I feel like that's kind of been the common theme the last 2 years for sure. Year one was a tale of no halves, it felt like sometimes, but
right.
A tale of two halves where you get down 21-0 or 21-0 to go into to halftime. And that's tough. You give up some really big runs when, it's just mistakes. Like on the very first run, we had 10 guys on the field. And we just got young guys who are growing, and we've got a lot of growing to do because their substitutes are young too. And so,
right.
You're substituting inexperience with inexperience. And it's just one or two key guys in spots that they'll get better. But they came out, I thought they played a much better second half, very similar to last week where it was a lot of bend, don't break defensively. And then offensively, and this is true for both sides of the ball, they whipped us up front. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We couldn't hardly double, definitely couldn't stay on doubles long enough. They've got guys that have truly bought into the weight room, and we are not to that point right now. I'm just being completely honest. Didn't think we had a great offseason. Thought our summer was pretty inconsistent, and now it's showing when we play teams that's a great program. They were
10-2 last year and lost in the playoffs to the eventual Class 4 state champion.
10-2, and then they were 9-3, 9-3, and so that's a team that's won a lot of ball games. So even those young guys coming in, they got a lot of sophomores playing too. But there's been more success of that program just based on how it's gone for them, and that's a great Big 8 West team. And they're going to return a lot next year. Nearly everybody, yes. And so they'll be good again. But a big thing for us is we have to continue to buy into development. And a lot of our guys do a really good job. We're not at the right phase yet where we need to be.
They had some depth too, where they were able to rotate to some of those fellas on the line and stuff, and a couple of our guys having to play both ways as well. But a couple big gashes. The 170-some yard run that Jaramillo caught up with the Jackson inside the 10. That was almost an 80-some yard run. But then with 2:10 left in the first quarter, Jackson had a 76-yard run. But you take a couple of those big plays away, Coach, it minimizes the deficit because you only lost by 14, even though they did have a lot more first downs than us and more yards. But a couple of those big plays really made the game seem bigger than the 14-point deficit it was.
Yeah. It felt, for at times it was like, man, this is a little bit insurmountable. And then we come out and we get that very last drive, and we start to march, throwing the ball a little bit. And so it's like, okay, let's take advantage of what we can do.
Right.
And then we were able to do it a little bit, just enough in the second half. Stealing possession was big early on, getting the onside kick.
Good call there,
and all of a sudden, you feel like you got a little life, but we couldn't make it work.
Right.
I felt like we had defense played much better in the second half. Again, not great. But when you get the turnovers that we had, and I don't know just how many we had, but we should be able to capitalize on that. And right now it's a team effort and just little mistakes. I think we had 7 penalties in the first half, two penalties to start the game. Just
They only got called for 2, maybe 3 all game. I'm not going to say they were that much more disciplined that they were at times, but we thought maybe there might have been a missed call or 2 on a receiver getting held or whatnot. But for the most part, you got to hand it to Nevada for coming on the road and being very disciplined. But you talked about the 2-minute drill before the half. I don't know how much you guys practice the 2-minute drill. Obviously, it is a phase of the game.
Yeah, no, we do it every week. We have a period called sudden change where we line up and we play super fast and we're trying to get plays and we're talking about the importance of stopping the clock without using a timeout, so getting out of bounds, on plays where we need to. But another thing is, we got to make the throw, and then when we do make the throw, we got to catch the ball. I mean, that's part of it too. And so that's a we. It's not a one person messed up. It was a collective effort in not doing that. I thought some guys stepped up and made plays when they needed to. I thought Braden Allen had a great little catch down here where we thought he got down to the 2, but they put him on the 8. Well, we ended up scoring anyway. And I thought Jacek had a great catch on the other side where we really need some guys to make plays like that. And then we had some other guys that they were open and we had a chance to convert and we just didn't make the play. And that's kind of the same on defense where it's 2nd and 20 whatever and they get all the way down to the 3rd and 2.
Yes.
That's just silly little mistakes that getting on film, watching film, getting back to the drawing board. We got to correct it. Unfortunately, everything that we did tonight we will not do next week because of the team we play is much
totally
different
ballgame.
Offensively and
strategically.
And everything's different. And so hopefully we can get our kids to buy into that and go and ruin a homecoming. So.
Yes. In Sean's defense, he did have some drop balls by some receivers, but and he overthrew some receivers a couple times. But talk about his poise in this short season so far, because we're only 2 games in, but he aired it out tonight. You talked the other day about you didn't want to put too much on his plate that first game at the Bell Bowl, but tonight it looks like you guys kind of let him air it out a little bit more, and you guys know what he's capable of with his arm, but he showed some pretty spirals tonight as well.
Yeah, he can sling it. He's a sophomore. He's a kid that, in my coaching career, I've been at some other stops where we just didn't have any Jimmies and Joes, and you look at the other sideline and you're like, man, what's coaching a kid like that? Well, when I look at our sideline and I see Sean Creasy, I think that, man, we've got and a bunch of other guys, but talking about Sean specifically, he can sling it. And so it's like, we probably need to just go ahead and cut our teeth and get him ready for he's going to make mistakes here. I thought he was off on some timing a little bit, but then he had some great balls that you've got to make the play on. But at the end of the day, he's a sophomore. This is his 3rd year playing football. I think maybe he played a year or 2 in Mighty Mites, and he was a lineman. So,
wow.
That tells you about a little bit about his experience. So, as frustrating as some of those mistakes are, we're young and some key spots that's hurting us right now, and we've got to get better.
Okay, so next week, going 12 miles the other way towards Barry County. We haven't played them in a couple of years. Will this will be your first time with Aurora.
First time playing them.
Okay, first time ever playing Monette. We had to wait for the wheel when it was the Big 8 East and the West, but now we'll be playing all the Big 8, the other 8 teams in the Big 8, 9 counting ourselves. But next week, you kind of teased it and said it a minute ago, it'll be Coach Ben Mock's first home game this year and under at Monette, but also for whatever schedule reasons, they chose us as homecoming as well. You are a little bit familiar with that aerial attack that the Mocs will bring, but tell us what you want to tell us about Monette. We did see that they gave up 69 last reported tonight. They did. It's a final 69-14 Stratford over Monette.
One thing that I'll say about the Mocs is they can coach quarterbacks. And so they're going to air it out. They're going to have a plan for us. They're going to try to take advantage of some deep ball opportunities, just kind of like they did week 1, where, Nevada actually played really, really well against them. When you see the scoreboard and you think 22, they had a score called. Nevada had a score called back. They had guys in position that didn't quite make the play on the ball, and the other kid did. And so you're talking about 3 different plays where that game could have been a 56-7 type game. But
right.
And so, they'll have chances. They're going to be hungry for a win.
Right.
They're going to smell blood in the water, like, oh, we're both 0-2. Somebody's got to win. And I've coached against it. It is hard. I feel like I've got a good feel for some of the things they do. We're going to have to play it pretty similar probably to how we played it in the past. And I'm excited about that. I hope our kids are excited. It is much different. Every play is a hurry up. And so we're going to have to definitely practice that way. And
be disciplined.
we may have already been practicing that way, but it's discipline. It's getting back on the ball and playing the next coverage. So, I'm excited about the opportunity. Like I said, I've never played Monette. Coach Doss is actually a Monette. He played on some of those really good teams in the 08 and 09,
Right.
I think. It's about trying to get better. I mean, that's all this is. We have to get better. Our schedule does not get any easier.
No.
Lafayette County comes to town next time we're here, and they're as good as anybody will play.
And then Seneca.
And then Seneca,
So-
and Seneca comes here too. So we've got to grow between now and then. That's on us. I thought, if I'm being frank, I thought Coach Beechler did a better job. His team was better prepared and better coached than what I have been able to provide. And so, I've got to check myself as well.
Okay. Well, I expect a lot of Hound Dog fans will make that trip, especially not having to play or getting to play Monette in a little while. But they're one of the old charter members from 1928 as well, so it's a generational rivalry as well between Aurora and Monette. So we look forward to that. But I appreciate you coming up here, Coach, and we'll take another break, pay respect to some sponsors. Me and Brandon will be back to wrap it up. Once again, you're listening to the Postgame Show brought to you by Doty Trash Service, but you have been listening to Hound Dog Football right here on KSWM AM 940. are back. Getting ready to wrap this up, but we still got some scores to get to. And no, we can do that. But also, you're listening to the post-game show brought to you by Doty Trash Service. But we got to come up with the hard hit of the game brought to you by Hudson Collision. They offer expert collision repair services. They do all types of damage from minor dents and scratches to major collisions. Go by and see them or book your free estimate at 225 West Church Street in Aurora, Missouri, or give them a call at 417-678-0019. And Brent, there was a lot of hard hits. We talked a little bit about it, but there was a kickoff return, D-clear that you definitely earmarked, and then there was another couple hits, but we think we come up with the hard hit collision. Hudson Collision is Thomas Lara.
Thomas Lara, you're not going to see many hard hits like that one. It was on a kickoff return, and it wasn't directly involved in the play. It was kind of off the play, but Laura squared him up. And anytime you see cleats go over the helmet in the air, man,
yeah.
He flipped that guy. So that was my
and then,
I mean,
if we were on the fence talking to Coach Pitts,
yeah,
he asked us if we saw that as well.
yeah.
So
he lit up and he said, "Did you see that hit?" And we're like, "I saw it."
And we'll go back and watch it again on Aurora Web TV. But yeah, so Thomas Lara gets the hard hit brought to you by Hudson Collision, and we need to give a player of the game. And it was 21-7. It was a good effort by the Hound Dogs, but I think we come to a agreement on that as well, don't we? Or did we?
I think so. I think it's going to go to Sean Creasy. Now, the overall stats, ding, ding. The overall stats, you might not see it, but when he got into the rhythm there in the fourth quarter, when we were forced to throw it, those 3 or 4 possessions, you saw a lot of good things. Close second would be Braden Allen to me because he caught the ball well, and he made some moves. And he had 40 yards receiving in that fourth quarter. So, yeah, I think it got him in rhythm. I think it built his confidence, and I think he threw well all night. He overthrew some deep shots, but he also had some drop balls tonight. He
did.
So.
He would have had another 4 to 6 completions if some of his receivers could have brought the ball in.
Right.
But 118, but he could have easily had over 150. But we agree with Sean Creasy. It is your player of the game brought to you by Tom Williams Machine Shop. They've been offering quality work to the Ozarks for over 40 years. Contact them for all your welding and fabrication needs at 417-678-3723. Got a future Hound Dog to run some wind sprints out here about 10 o'clock at Kelly Field. Yeah. So good effort tonight by the Hounds. Once again, held their opponent to 0 points in the second half again, just like last week. Got to get the offense high octaned a little bit more.
It's growing, though.
What?
It
doing the math. Were we averaging 6.5 points a game?
Right.
I think so. Okay.
You're there.
But a team we're playing gave up 44 to this team last week, Nevada, and then 69 tonight to Stratford. So, yes, the Hound Dog coaching staff wants to get that offense going as well because it looks like Monette's susceptible of giving up some points.
Yeah, and I think Monette might have a hard time dealing with our physicality next week, where the power eye was probably going to work a little bit better. And plus, the more they throw, the faster pace they're going to either score a touchdown and they're going to get the ball back to us really quick.
True.
So we have an opportunity to have more hands on the ball. Our power eye is going to work a little better. And you know what? I would turn Creasy loose and let him get into kind of a rhythm, too. And I think you saw that a little bit tonight. We got a team of sophomores, a lot of sophomores.
Yeah.
And I think as we go, tomorrow or next week will be a good game for us. But as we go, we're going to surprise some people.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I really am.
Well, we have 2 opponents so far. The first one, Mount Vernon's ranked, 5th in the state in Class 3. Tonight, a good Nevada team was ranked 9th in Class 4. No, Monette's not ranked. They're winless like us. But then next week, we host Lafayette County, who could be very well ranked, state ranked in Class 2. And then the following week, Seneca is coming to town, and they could still be ranked. I think they're number 2 right now in a Class 3.
And my question is, how is that Class 2 team going to hold up to our physicality? It might be it's probably going to be a pretty good game. Yeah,
we'll see. They lost 1 game all year last year, and that was to Lamar. All right, so before we wrap it up, let's give some late scores here. As Lamar did you get a final? Last time it was reported, Lamar did come back and were leading East Newton 34-24. Maryville Comets did get the win over Class 3 Forsyth 28-22 in a very well played ball game. Nixa wins big over Webb City 55-21. They outscore Webb City 27-0 in the second half.
Wow.
Nixa 6A big boy football up there. Seneca 35, Mount Vernon 14, a final. I said last week I thought after what we saw that I thought Seneca would win by 2 touchdowns or more, but even though it was closer than that in the first half and then some, but Seneca, we'll see if they're the real deal Holyfield here in a couple of weeks, but it looks like they got a lot of their line back and reload, and, they were in the championship game in Class 3 last year. So Seneca gets the dub over number 5 state-ranked team in Class 3, Mount Vernon, 35-14. Let's see, other Big 8 scores. 69-14 Stratford over Monette. Cassville, Sammy Clapper, our sports director there at Talon Media, they get the win at home. Former alumni Clay Weldy, head coach for Cassville, they get a win 20-7 over McDonald County. Didn't know how that one was going to shake down.
McDonald County played Lamar very close in week 1.
32-29,
yeah.
I think. So, okay. So, congratulations, Cassville. Marshfield 27, Reed Spring 20. That's another district opponent. Reed Spring is for the Hound Dogs. And Hollister, they're another opponent in the Hounds district. Sircoxie 22, Hollister 18. So, some other district teams getting a loss tonight. 0-2, it's not the end of the world. Nobody around here has Chicken Little syndrome yet. The sky is not falling. Good things ahead for the Hound Dogs. But Coach Pitts, knowing him and the short time I've known him, he'll get back in the film room. He has played that mock aerial attack when he was at West Plains, when they were at Glendale, so he is somewhat familiar with it. You can't simulate that with the 5 receiver sets and the hurry-up offense and the spread. But also look for the Hounds, with Coach Pitts being a defensive guy. That quarterback, their sophomore quarterback, he's got an arm, but he's got to have time to throw it.
Right.
So I also see, in my opinion, I think there will be times where the Hounds will pin their ears back and go get that quarterback to not give him that much time, even though they'll be coming across, doing slants and quick 3-step drops. But on top of that, I think the Hounds will bring the heat a little bit next week against the Cubs as well.
And I really like our D-backs, too. They've been playing really good. Laura's been playing good. Who else is there? Sites has been playing good. Allen. So
Hadamio.
I like those athletes back there covering.
Not real big
No.
in size in the stat sheet, but they play with heart, and they ain't afraid to come up and lay the wood.
Yep. And I'm going to go out on a limb right here and predict Jansen Hunt has a big game next week, putting the heat on the quarterback. So
yeah, he's in the back, the opposing team's backfield a lot.
Yeah.
And Cutbirth slowed down one of his wheels, one of his ankles in week 1. Hopefully he can get stronger and get him back on the field, because he's one of the captains on the Hound Dog team, not only on the offensive side but on the defensive side as well. Yeah. So looking forward for a little game against a former foe in the Monette Cubs. I've been playing them for darn near 100 years.
Easy for you to say.
Right. Yeah. I think so. I think they're 1928 charter member as well. Yeah. So generational opponent, 90 to 100 years. We've been playing the Cubs, even though we've had to take some breaks with the Big 8 East-West, but now we're all in the same alignment as well. So appreciate you, Brant, and Diana. Thanks for woman-ing the camera tonight instead of manning it, woman-ing it. But appreciate you, and you had a couple features as well, bringing it out. Shout out to shout out to Erwin over there at Monette for unofficially teaching us some stuff off the air. Yeah, we'll see him next week. Yeah. So looking forward to seeing Benji Finsky and Ryan McCullough and Erwin Perez as well. But appreciate all the folk back at the radio station, because we have a small staff, but it takes a lot of pieces to get this production going. So appreciate everybody, Traffic, Janet, right now producing back at the station, everybody, sales team, Dwayne as well. Everybody had a part in that. Clint, but also we couldn't do it without local sponsors.
Absolutely.
You see a lot of these sponsors, and we appreciate each and every one of them. And so if you are out and about, whether it's shopping or out in their establishments or you see them, please thank them for bringing you Hound Dog football, because that makes them feel good that not only is their money worth it, but, we could not do it without that. And the community as well, us being Hound Dogs, Brant, it's always good to see a lot of familiar faces, but, there's no place like Kelly Field on a Friday night for us, and being able to come up here and deliver the broadcast. And it's always funner when you get a win, but it's fun at home.
Yep. And the wins are coming.
Yeah.
The wins are coming.
All right. So for Brent Preacher Man Frigel and my wife, Lady Diana Estes, this is Chad Outlaw Jr. Estes. And yes, we do promise I'll see you all on Down the Trail.